think we are. There we go. We are live. It is your boys on the Jet Set podcast coming back to you. It's been a lot of news, a lot of hype heading into this draft. We're 8 days away from the draft. Uh, it's a lot of different things, a lot of different takes, a lot of different rumors spreading around. Today we're gonna lock in. So yeah, lock in with us.
For sure, for sure.
Ready.
Ready?
Jet
Jet
set.
set.
Go.
Go, 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 go. Now to the mall.
Wild one down the right side at the goal line, leaving a tap. Oh, it's free ball. Oh, it's a jet
Never too
touchdown.
nose. Pack my bags and go, 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 go. Serve me a brick at the stove. Looking like a track in the post. Go, go, you, go, 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 you, go, go.
From the hills to the moon. Yeah, baby, yeah, we go like don't go. Yeah, in this world, everything's so more. Yeah, behind this wall, there is no photos. Jump on this bitch, go, yeah. Across my neck, yeah, go. Watch how you go, hey, yeah. Ocho, I need some more, hey, yeah. Pronto,
Jumped out the coupe.
Knocked away by Sauce Gardner.
Smoking cookie in Atlanta every week. You a recreation. You already know we made it. We ain't even gotta say shit. Some of the trap will lick. Some of the trap will take it. Junior say I'll bring the pay out. Bring the pay out.
What it do, what it is. It is your boy Brent, aka Take Fight today. Joining me each and every week, my dog Allen, aka nyjetsplanet. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel. It is the JETSET podcast. So we are live 8 days away from the draft. Uh it's been a lot of hype leading to this week, a lot of trade rumors, a lot of uh who are the Jets gonna draft, who are we gonna pass on, how you feeling going into this draft week? 8 days away. We're gonna have one more episode right before the draft, but how you feeling 8 days out?
I'm at a point where I'm like, it could come sooner. Sometimes the wait kills me. Like, I like the anticipation. It's fun. I think especially when you're at 7, there's so many things that can happen, but you don't really know.
Yeah.
With that said, it is getting to that point where it's just like, I think we have a good idea of like who it could be, or at least the options it could be. So you just at a point. I'm getting to a point where I'm like, man, I just want to know. At least for pick 7. Everything else,
Yeah.
I can hold off on a little bit.
Right. And yeah, pick 7 has been a lot of chat, a lot of chit chatter about, if we stay at 7, if we draft somebody and trade somebody else on the team. It's been a lot of that going on, and I guess that's just regular uh, draft or pre-draft hype, pre-draft rumors. Of course, Samini is in the middle of all of it, but today we're gonna have an open panel, let people come on, drop their takes, and it's gonna be a a good discussion, within everybody, whether you're a Jet fan or not. Today we're gonna drop the link for everybody to come on and say what their team might need, or if they have any takes about who the Jets might need to draft. We're gonna leave that open for y'all to discuss. But yeah, like you said, it's a lot of you know pre-consumption about who that 7 pick is going to be. It's going to be hard for us to kind of pinpoint it, but I really don't know. Like that video I posted today, it can go either way. It can go here, it can go there. We can go tight end, we can go offensive tackle, we can go defensive tackle, we can go running back. So,
Ooh, don't say that one.
hey, I'm just saying what everybody else been saying.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it should be a good little week to a good little week of rumors and hype. So I'm excited. I'm excited for sure. Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of excitement to go around. And there's a lot of just uncertainty also to go around. Like I'm
yeah,
in that little unease a little bit, just a little bit. Man,
yeah,
like like as excited as I am, is as nervous as I am. Because like you just said, it's like, oh, we can get a running back. I'm like, man, that would just give me anxiety. That
uh,
would give me a
hey,
lot of anxiety, man.
hey, that's what Simini does to everybody. That's what
Yeah,
just beat reporters do to Jet fans. They give us
yeah,
anxiety. That's all they do. That's all they're good for at this point. You know.
yeah.
But
Whew.
uh, but yeah, it's an exciting time. Of course, the draft is always exciting. We want to know y'all's thoughts as well. So, um, drop in the comments who y'all think the Jets should draft. We're just gonna get into it. This week. We want to hear from y'all. We want to hear y'all's thoughts, and we're gonna make this like an open conversation episode today. So, but yeah, I guess I can answer my own question at first.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Uh,
I'm so curious who you want.
See, and look, it's crazy because at first, I didn't know who I wanted. Right, I was like, I'm not taking a tight end at 7. Like, what is like what's that about? Right, but then I just started to dive into you know how this particular player can help the offense, and I'm just I fell in love. I'm enamored,
Whoa,
if you will.
whoa.
Enamored, yeah. Dictionary,
Okay,
dictionary.
okay, got you.
Yeah,
And it was the love
dictionary.
word that kind of got me a little bit. I was like, whoa, that's a
Yeah,
big jump.
yeah, yeah. I know. It is a big jump. It is a big jump, but
Yeah.
uh, I fall quickly. All right, that's always been an Achilles heel of mine. In life
Lover
and
boy.
with the New York Jets. Yeah, in life and with the New York Jets. But yeah, Tyler Warren, man, he's the weapon that I feel like nobody ever thought that we needed. Uh, everybody's thinking, okay, draft the draft the tackle. We did that last year. We could have drafted a weapon. We drafted the tackle. Okay, you know, Olu's gonna be good. I'm glad we got Olu, but
I'm glad we go.
yeah, I'm really glad we got Olu. But when you look at it, it's like Olu and Tyler Warren were roommates, right? They blocked alongside each other. It's a perfect match, in my opinion. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Tyler Warren or nothing. I'm a Warren warrior. If you say that,
Warren
if you want to
Warrior.
say that. So, and I see the other Warren warriors checking in now. Yeah, we're just gonna shout out to Woody. He kind of coined the
Yeah,
phrase, but
Woody's a
I'm gonna
he's a
I'm
he's a
I'm gonna
converted Warren
off
Warrior.
with it.
Yeah,
Converted.
Woody's a
He's
converted
definitely
one.
converted. Because
Yeah,
once we signed Lazard, it was a shift because now less people want McMillan, and it's like, okay, we see the vision now, right? So, hey,
speaking of
that's where I'm at.
Lazard,
Where you?
sorry, because it
Yeah.
just piqued my interest. Well, maybe this is the right place to talk about it. But what is going on with the whole Rodgers Steelers situation? I, I'm curious. Like,
Ain't got nothing to do with me.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I
Ain't
am a
got
little
nothing
happy that
to
we're
do
not
with
in
me.
that position where we're sitting here. What is it? April, and we don't know what's gonna happen with our
Hmm.
quarterback next year. Like that type of stuff's just I hate that headache. I do. So I don't know if he would have done it if we said we wanted him here, but I did think it's weird that they he has one option at this point. Unless he's waiting and just saying like I'm gonna just step in if somebody else gets hurt.
I mean, we definitely do have a Steelers fan somewhere up here, but uh, yeah, it's. I mean, I feel like they're just kind of waiting on him. Also, you never know. with Shador. I feel like somebody
Yeah.
might pull the plug on Shador on draft day, whether that's somebody trading up for Shador or just Shador being a hot commodity, as the picks, settle in. So I don't know. I don't see him
Yeah.
going past 9, to the Saints, but it's a lot of Steelers fans that really, really want Shador. You look here goes Steelers fan right now. Um, yeah, you know,
Yeah. Honestly, I'd be happy if Sanders went to the Steelers, to be honest.
yeah.
I think that's a good fit. I think Tomlin is the right type of guy for him. Um, I don't know if Arthur Smith is the right offensive coordinator, but I think it could work. I think Arthur Smith is good enough to just at least make him look decent first couple years.
I better hope so.
Yeah, I don't think Arthur Smith's not like one of those guys where like you'd expect elite play from the quarterback position, but like you can expect like him to have just a good enough offense around him. They do have DK Metcalf and George Pickens, so I think that'd be interesting for Sanders.
Mm, mm. Okay,
I
yeah.
would like it
I
actually.
think I think it would be interesting for Sanders. I think the Sanders and Tomlin connection can be something special, but the Steelers have to be all the way bought in for that to happen because
Yeah.
like the way they're lined up on in the draft, they're gonna have to give up something
I
to
mean,
get up
but
there
you
and get
gotta
them.
you gotta look at the division they're in. They gotta make a move. They can't sit there. They're in like purgatory right now because you got the Ravens. You gotta deal with Lamar twice a year. You gotta deal with the Bengals twice a year, and then you gotta deal with what's the other one in their division? It's Ravens, Bengals,
Browns.
and the Browns. You can deal with
Hey,
Browns.
Flacco's
Browns.
locked in.
Browns. You can deal with.
Flacco's
They'll be
locked in.
fine.
That's where they're linking Travis Hunter to this draft.
Yeah,
Number
and
two
I'm
to the
sure they are.
Browns.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
Number
I
two to
don't
the
see him
Browns.
there for too long.
Bye TJ? TJ Watt?
Yeah, I can see it. He's over. He wants a
TJ
lot of money, and he's old now. How old is he? He's like 29, 30.
that ain't old.
In football
Well,
years, that is
in
old.
football years, that is a little
Yeah,
up there
he's
now.
turning 31 this year. He's pushing that age. Well, he's just pushing that age to where like, and I keep saying like people always forget like no one ever knows, but there's always just that random age where the production just drops significantly, and you typically want
Yeah.
to trade a guy before that happens because you can maximize the value you can get back.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's interesting because yes, Myles Garrett just got paid like 40 mil a year. So
Yeah, I don't
you
know
know
why they did that.
TJ's camp is looking at that like, okay,
Yeah, but Miles
that's
Garrett
the
is how
market.
old? Like 25, 26? I might be lying. I'm bugging. He might be 28.
He might be right around TJ.
Oh shit,
That's
he's
why
29. Oh wow, he's a
yeah,
lot older than I thought.
he's right around TJ.
Wow, that was even dumber of a move from the Browns than I thought it was.
Yeah, they're pretty desperate right now. That's why they're not drafting a quarterback. But
like it just like that type of stuff baffles me. Like you're telling me you could have gone like multiple. You could have got at least a first rounder for Myles Garrett. You're gonna give him $40 million for what? A year? Like you can get like a year or two of good play left. I don't know. Like it don't make no sense.
I don't know. Maybe somebody will eat that contract up in the trade or something. But yeah, it's a sticky situation in Cleveland. But they're clearly not doing. They're just shooting in the dark at this point. But yeah, I mean, as far as the Steelers go, they're gonna have some questions to answer on draft night, so that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Because right now all they have is Mason Rudolph as their starting quarterback right now.
Yeah.
So
to connect it back to the Jets though, like we could be a potential trade partner if he makes it to 7. What pick are they?
The
Maybe like
Steelers
15.
are
No, they're not. They're a little higher because they made the playoffs.
they might be 21.
Oh, maybe not. I don't want to go that far back, but
Yeah,
that's a little
I'm not trying to
too
go
far back.
that far back. All right. Yeah.
Yeah,
You better
but
give us
it is
TJ
something
Watt.
to keep in mind though. Like with Sanders potentially falling, there is the you kind of put yourself back in the situation of if a team wants to trade up, I don't think we are like the ideal spot unless you're really worried about us taking them. But like you definitely want to get ahead of the Saints. So between us and then the Panthers right behind us.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree with that. And then, I mean, like I said, I think Steelers are gonna have to, if they really want Sanders, they're gonna have to get up to at least 9.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah. So I just dropped the link in the comments. If y'all want to come on and drop a take as far as draft goes, who y'all think the Jets should draft, who you think your team should draft. The link is in the comments for y'all to lock in with us. So, but yeah, the the Jets. I don't want us to trade back. I really don't. I know a lot of people
Really?
are loving the trade back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Unless it's with somebody like the
Like
Saints.
Chicago.
Like if we
Oh,
trade back, yeah, like trade back 2 spots.
yeah.
Maybe
That's why I said
somebody
Chicago.
drop.
Chicago's at 10.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like if somebody really wants Genty, or if we know that no other team is gonna draft our guy, but don't trade back if you're unsure if the person you want isn't gonna be there anymore.
I mean, that's also assuming you just want one guy.
Yeah,
I think there's an argument, and that's the hard thing about the drafts that no matter how comfortable you might feel about a player, there's always a chance of uncertainty because there's that part of like you don't know what type of player you get once they walk into your building. Like that
mhm,
player could be a certain type of player in college, and they could but like let's say their goal is NFL, and then once they hit it, they're like, "Well, crap, I don't gotta work as hard anymore." I'm not saying
yeah,
that's every NFL player, but
yeah,
it
yeah,
happens.
yeah, yeah. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I am a Warren Warrior through and through. I am locked in. Locked in.
Yeah, honestly, I like
We have a
Warren. I think.
we have a we have a question on Instagram
Oh
from
yeah,
Cook It Down, our boy.
all right, cool.
What position is top priority for the Jets in this year's draft?
You want to answer first?
Yeah, yeah, you can go ahead.
Like for me, I don't think there's one particular one that's top priority. I say it's the combo between offensive tackle, tight end, and defensive tackle. I think those are just like our biggest glaring needs right now. Um, tight end, like your tight end one right now is Ruckert. You know,
Yeah,
you don't really feel too good about that. We just signed a guy at offensive tackle that didn't make it one game with the Pats last year, and the Pats had a terrible line. I know there's some stuff that went around that, but like nonetheless, you do have to take that into a factor.
mm-hmm.
So like to me, you can't trust either one of those positions right now. Like maybe, but you can't go off on that limb like, oh yeah, they're gonna be just even decent enough. Especially Rucker, he didn't block well last year. And then
Yeah,
defensive
yeah,
tackle. Our run game was terrible last year because outside of Quinnen, there's not like Will McDonald's not really a big run defender, so he kind of get pushed around a little bit. And Jermaine Johnson's coming off injury, so it's like you at least kind of want to settle down that middle. So, but honestly,
hmm
you could also look at maybe you even want a run defending edge when you have a guy like no disrespect, but when you have a guy like Sauce that you don't trust as much making those tackles, but he also could come back stronger next year. So we'll see.
yeah. And I expect Jermaine to come back strong because he got hurt week 2. He was done for the season in week 2, so it's not like he got hurt at the end of the season, right? So he should be well conditioned to at least come out there and make an impact early, even with limited snaps, right? But to answer the question, our biggest need, I, I feel like, is one of two areas. Just one playmaker, like wherever that is, like on offense. Garrett is a dog. He's gonna do he's gonna do what he does. Brees is gonna do as much as the coaching staff and the offensive line can do. But we need a playmaker opposite of Garrett, or just kind of in conjunction with Garrett. Um, as far as like receiving ability, uh, whether that's receiver, tight end, that's what we need. You know, um, and my other option is definitely, like you said, the defensive line, because our running defense was bad. It was just like people were double teaming Quinnen, triple teaming him. I mean, he's good, but if you're double teaming Quinnen and y'all are able to, uh, you know, uh, like still have a run game against us, it's not it's not good for us, right? So we have to have another dog besides, or like beside Quinnen on the D line.
Yep.
And Jermaine was supposed to be that last year, Jermaine Johnson, but he was hurt. So, and Will McDonald, our other edge, is ascending, but we definitely we need like another force in the trenches. You know what I'm saying?
We got Michael
So
Clemens. Yeah, I'm very surprised he's still in that roster.
he's gonna be on that roster. He's gonna be on that roster,
Man,
but
I don't know how I can do it,
like
man. If he's on that day one roster, I don't know if I can do it, bro.
he's gonna be on that roster unless we draft the edge and somebody beats him out in camp. I feel like that is a possibility. Michael
Yeah,
Clemens, it's funny because he was a crowd favorite like when we first got him, and then he just slowly became like
he's just a
just
bonehead,
on
man. Like
yeah, yeah,
I don't really have anything against him. It's just that like it pisses me off that he gets beat on the same play over and over and over again. Like, you ever want to beat Michael Clemens? Just run an option play. Every single time he bites it. Every single time. It's like I'm like, are you
yeah,
even thinking out there? Or are you just running?
yeah. He's bad. He's bad. Let's just call a spade a spade. He's bad. He's not. I mean, he's good at. He has a good personality, right? He has a cool football personality, right?
Well,
All the interviews and stuff,
I
it's
was
like,
gonna
okay,
say, I don't think the Browns fans feel the same way though.
oh well, you know how that went. But he has a cool, tough guy, football personality. Like, locker
Yeah.
room, I'm sure the teammates love him, the guys love him. But when he's on the field, he's getting torched. He's getting picked on, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just like at most right now, he's a special teams, you know, punt, go block the punt guy, right? That's the best he can do.
Did you say assier?
Yeah, that's
Just assier.
that's in
That's
his
funny.
that's that that
I,
that yeah that's in
I'm
his
gonna start using
vocabulary.
that now. I'm gonna start using that, bro. That assier. I respect it. I don't respect what you said, but I respect the verb that you just made right there.
Yeah, he's yeah. That's again, a Steelers fan. He's not used to this uncertainty right now.
Yeah.
So he's
Welcome to the club. Well, actually, to be
but
fair, they are. At this point, they are. They
yeah.
went from what? After Ben, it's been just downhill a little bit. No disrespect.
I
But
mean, I
I'm
mean,
honestly surprised
what
that they've been pushing forward this long.
what they've been doing after Ben it's still, it's like they're still scraping by. I don't know how. I don't know why, but
Honestly, I don't know
they've
how you
been.
could fire Mike Tomlin when he's been given like Kenny Pickett, Mason Rudolph. Like he could say like since Ben, his best quarterback has been Russell Wilson. Like Russell Wilson at this point in his career, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ninja sounding off in the comments. Hey man, we
I
don't.
got to
We
see
ain't-
what
we
type of
ain't-
quarterback they get first.
Yeah, me too. But the Steelers play the Jets this season. Let's not forget the quarterback that y'all benched after having a 4-2 record is on our team now.
And do we play him in
We'll see.
Pittsburgh?
We'll see how that goes. Huh?
Do we play him in Pittsburgh?
No, we play him in MetLife.
Oh, I kind of wish it
Yeah,
was in Pittsburgh.
I wish it was too, but
I would have
you
pulled
know,
up.
I like them. I like our chances in MetLife with their former quarterback. Now, if y'all want to play tip for tat, go ahead and sign Aaron Rodgers. That's that's cool. That'll be a look like
Don't
a
do that.
little. That'll be a
Honestly,
fun
you know
little
what it is?
reunion.
Aaron Rodgers,
That'll be a
he's the
fun
type
little
of petty
reunion.
quarterback to where he would not play all season, come back just for the game, keep joining teams
Yeah.
that play the Jets each week, and just figure out how to beat us.
But see what's crazy is it's no real bad blood with the Jets, right? Because he wanted to come back, right? He wanted to start this over, like in a sense. He wanted to run it back. But this regime was like, you know what? We're gonna stand on business and we gotta move on. That's it.
I know the Cowboys have Dak, but A-Rod would be perfect for Dallas. Like that is such a Jerry guy. Like it's so ridiculous. Just a guy that just wants all the Jerry would love him. I think that's like a match made in heaven.
Yeah. That would be actually
Not for
sick.
like the actual team, but like an owner to QB relationship. Perfect. Absolute perfect.
Yeah. Hey, Ninja, pause. Feels getting stacked up. Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
What's going on, bro?
Oh, no sneak for you, bro. No sneak. But yeah, nah. Yeah, bro. Justin Fields gonna get his versus y'all, bro. Don't even worry about that.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't even worry about it. It's that splat. It's that splat. Yes, yeah, Brick. Tell him. Justin's gonna get busy, especially that week. Especially after last year too, where that was a whole fluke thing where we were up and then we just kind of like fell off a cliff and like let Russell Wilson look like he was in Seattle again. Like that was weird. Like I felt like that was like a whole script game, you know. It was weird the way that transpired. Right, I didn't hear from Kyle the entire first half, and then all of a sudden, it's like it's just ridiculous the whole second half.
Yeah,
How that
the script just flipped on us.
Yeah, how that game went was just it just seemed weird. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say about that. It seemed weird. Yeah,
What you think the
Don't worry about it.
What you think the what type of props would you go in for Justin next year?
You said problems?
Props, like betting props.
Oh, like over unders.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want to say over 600 rushing yards.
Easily.
I have like an echo on your computer.
Oh really? Oh.
Yeah.
Oops.
But if I had to choose,
Your
yeah, I would
mic's
say
too loud.
600 rushing yards. Oh yeah, I would say 600 rushing yards and passing yards. I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be a good year for Justin passing because I feel like we are going to try to like raise that level from him, right? Uh, uh, passing. I'm gonna say 2,800 passing yards, 2,800. That's pretty good. 2,800 passing yards for Justin. I'm gonna say 700 rushing yards, 25 passing touchdowns, 10 rushing touchdowns, 35 total, and 25 touchdowns, 12 picks.
That's a solid
12
season.
picks. That's solid. That's solid. That's
That's a
not
solid
too
season.
crazy. It's not too crazy, but it's not you know, uh I guess too low,
Yeah, no,
you
I think
know?
that's one of the better case scenarios. Like, I don't think you sign Justin Fields to go be like the Lamar Jacksons of the world. Like, I think it'd
Yeah.
be unfair to put that type of expectation on him. But if he could just become close to like the Bakers of the world, basically, I think I'd be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, yeah, like that's what I'm kind of basing my over unders on. I'm looking at guys like Baker Mayfield, Jared Goff, uh Sam Darnold had a crazy year. I'm not gonna even put
Yeah,
him in that kind of category because
yeah.
Sam Darnold kind of went off, right? And he had
He could have
Justin
gotten MVP
Jefferson.
had he finished the season a little stronger.
He he could have been MVP in my opinion. Uh, but yeah. So 2,500 passing, 700 rushing, 25 passing. No, 2,800 passing, 25 passing touchdowns, 700 rushing, 10 rushing touchdowns, 12 picks. What
Who do you think
about you?
is?
What do you
Well, I think
know?
we already know who's getting the majority of it. But who do you think is his second receiving touchdown leader?
What, second receiving touchdown leader?
Yeah,
I'm gonna say that's I'm gonna say it's between two for me. It's between
ooh,
Josh Reynolds,
oh,
Josh Reynolds, and depending on who we draft.
huh. I went a different direction.
Who you thinking who's gonna be the second most receiving touchdowns?
I think it's gonna be Brees.
Mm.
I think Brees comes
Receiving,
alive.
receiving,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
receiving.
yeah, yeah. I think
He's
I
always
think
he's he,
he'll
he's always been our
he'll
wide
come
receiver
alive.
too in a sense too.
Yeah, I think he'll come alive. I do think like the only thing I've been worried about with him is just the random drops. But I do think like something I saw from the few games I watched the Fields is that he's starting to feel more comfortable. Just taking the check down. And we've seen it where Bruce will get a check down and he'll run it for X amount of yards. I think we'll get a little bit more where he takes it to Baja because people are so worried about Fields running it that they're not focusing enough on Brees, and
Yeah.
and that opens up more lanes for Brees to do damage on checkdowns.
Mm. See, yeah. I mean, I like that though. I like Brees like locking into his like receiver because if you really think about it, if you really think about it, Brees had like almost 100 receiving yards on the Steelers that one day. I don't know if anybody remembers, but but yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
it's a lot of exciting stuff.
Saucy Capone ready to hop on. The link should be in the comments pinned, but I'm gonna drop it again for y'all. Hold on. gonna drop the link again for anybody who wants to come on and speak their piece on
Speak your piece.
what they think. Speak your piece. Okay,
Yeah.
see now he's getting out a little out of control. Back to Steelers and we drafting the Aston. Okay, see,
I don't
he's
even know
just
why that
spewing
would
stuff.
happen.
He's just spewing at this point.
Ashton who?
Genty, that's who you talking about. Nah, y'all should have kept Najee Harris, bruh.
Ashton. How does that? What world does that even happen? How do you get Dak without giving up your first? That's question number one.
Oh, hold on, Jaden Daniels top 5. All right, let's go ahead and get this question out the way because I done had this conversation with this man for a minute, but I'll let you answer. Is he top 5 or do we need to see more? You tell me.
Personally, and we've already seen it with CJ Stroud, is that when it's a rookie quarterback, it's very hard to know like how good they really like. You can't really tell how good a quarterback is until you get a couple seasons in, especially because like first year, a lot of defenses are just figuring you out. They don't exactly know how to play you yet, especially like you could pretty much be given a pretty vanilla offense, but because it's a brand new offense to defenses, on top of that, with a brand new quarterback that hasn't been in the league and there's no tape on you, it's a lot harder when you got no tape on you. Once you get tape in there and then you dominate on that level, that's when I'll start to respect you at the top 5 level, I would say. But he had a great season. I can't take that away from him.
Exactly, and I'm glad you said that because he had a great season, but we need to see what he does, right? But yeah, no, we have our guy in the studio. Let's go ahead and add him to the stage here. Our dog. Let me see. Boom, boom.
Saucy Capone.
Sauce.
I'm back.
What's up? What up, man?
How we doing, gentlemen?
Doing pretty good. It's daylight over there. Man, it's dark over there.
I know.
Got that gang
my boy on the West Coast. I'm on the West Coast
vibe.
Listen, last time we were on here, people weren't really ready for the commentary, all that hype. You feel me? Some people, we're on the same team. Let's remember that, my East Coast people. But hey, this is what it is, man. We built different. You know what I mean? And let's get to talking about this Jets football team. As you can see, I got that gang green. You feel me? I represent that LA.
You be
know what I'm saying? Like Don Kennedy.
But that.
But see you right there, baby.
That's tough.
Let's fucking
go. That's a tough team.
Can't say all gas, no break no more, right? That's gone.
Yeah.
But this is what I want to talk about. Oh, not to mention, hold on. I'm sorry, I don't mean to bring all the clout here.
I was gonna say you got the backpack too?
With the sauce backpack.
Oh man.
See the sauce. Yep. Anyways, let's talk about this team. Let's talk about this team. I just got off work. And we'll talk about that just a second. But you guys know that we have that Jets group chat. We can add anyone on, on your show to that group chat. It's a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoy it. Aside from the baseball talk, I know it has nothing to do with the Jets, but we just talk the shit. We shoot the shit, just like you guys are doing now. Y'all know my man Gilbert. That guy does not like Justin Fields. He does not like Justin Fields. I want to get your take on this because he feels that Tyrod Taylor is the guy. Tyrod Taylor is the guy. He's so manifested about Tyrod Taylor. And he said this today. If Justin Fields was that good, then why they pretty much get rid of his ass? They rather have Mason Rudolph, whatever his name is, run the offense, which is crazy to me.
That's not fair.
I know. So, what do you guys think? Do we have the right guy, the right man to run the squad, run the team, and also too, I feel like we need to get that guy, that big boy from Missouri, running that 4.8, 4.9, 40, whatever you say, Mamambo, whatever his name is. I feel like we go tackle. Even though I really like Tyler Warren, bro. Even though I really like Tyler Warren, guys. So what do you guys think? You're on the chats. You see Gilbert. You know who I'm talking about. It's the one with the cartoon emoji, the turquoise, right? Go for it.
Yeah. So I mean, I can dive into it first. So as far as the Justin Fields, is he the guy? Tate, uh, the Steelers tried to keep him, right? Like I know they let him go, but they were trying to retain Justin Fields, right? But I think the whole benching of him mid-season, I don't think that sat well with Fields. And he wanted to go. He wanted to go because he looked at the Jets' opportunity and said, I have a former teammate over there, and I don't think he would have signed with us if it was going to be a competition anyway, right? So I feel like him coming to us or him choosing the Jets says a lot, in like that whole capacity of just him wanting to, be in the situation where one, he's a starter, and two, it feels more of like a fresh start. But I think the Steelers wanted to keep him, if I'm not mistaken. But they were loyal to the vet, to a degree. So that's my take on it. But I think he played great in his time. No quarterback is going to throw for 5 touchdowns every game and have a perfect game. But in my opinion, he did enough to win games, and that's all you need to do in today's league. Like if you win games, that's the only stat that really really matters. So yeah, I'll let you take over, Alan, with that.
Yeah.
And Alan, after you piggyback off that with my man T Flight here, take flight. What do you feel like? People were saying in the chat that Justin Fields is not a pocket passer. Go.
I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna go into like the weed. I hate going into the weeds of things and like, oh, is he this? Is he that? All I can say is that he's improved every single year he's been in the league. Like I remember his rookie year, there was a lot of down, like a lot more downs. Second year, a lot of downs. He finally got DJ Moore his third year. I feel like that's his best year by far. Bears didn't feel comfortable keeping him over Caleb. That was fair. He comes in bench on the Steelers. Russ gets hurt. He's forced in there. Does great. I like in general, like when you see the body of work, it's like I think there's enough hope to believe that maybe he could be. But I don't think the Jets are saying that he's 100% the guy, like a franchise quarterback, but hopefully just someone that can hold you over, pretty much. And I guess in comparison to the whole Tyrod thing, Tyrod's biggest issue hasn't been his quality of play, but mostly his injuries. And like Tyrod, I don't know the last season Tyrod was healthy. Was full out season, stayed healthy all year. I think that is the name of the game when you're a running quarterback. So it's something you got to definitely keep in mind. I mean, obviously Justin Fields is also a running quarterback. I think the good thing is with both of them, you keep the same scheme. I'm pretty sure that they're pretty interchangeable in that whatever scheme is created around them. And you just hope for the best. Like at the end of the day, we're not trying to win a Super Bowl this year. At this point, if we could just even glare at the playoffs, I think that's a big win.
Yeah.
I think that's where we're at.
I mean, like it's really not a lot of expectations going into this year with Justin Fields, but as far as just better quarterback play, and I guess it's not hard to really compare, quarterback play of recent years to future quarterback play because it's been so poor. But we've never had a quarterback like Justin Fields who is this dual threat, right? So that's what I'm excited about with Justin Fields, compared to what we've been through. But yeah, and look, I know you said that you want the tackle from Mizzou, Membu.
Yeah,
but you go like if you give Justin Fields, another weapon, a tight end weapon who can do it all, man. It's like I don't know, like you might have to. That's gonna cause so many problems for defenses, You know, with the backfield of Justin and Brees, it's like we have a good solid foundation at the O line. So you know, and the O line's pretty deep too. Oh, the O line is
Okay.
the O line class is pretty deep too. So we can grab somebody in the second, third
So you
round.
don't. So you don't think if we draft a tight end, you don't think his boy Rucker is gonna be butthurt?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
He
look,
hasn't really
Rucker.
proved himself either, right? He's been
Yeah, I was
through
gonna
some
say.
injuries too.
Yeah, I don't think Rucker should play into that decision.
Yeah.
All right.
And yeah.
So you think? Let me ask you this: do you think Tyrod has a chance to beat out Justin Fields?
I think he'd have to be significantly better in camp. Like, I don't think he can just be at the same level. Like, he has to be outplay him by a margin, which I don't think he'll be able to do. Could he? Maybe.
Yeah.
But like, it has to be very evident that he's just the better quarterback through and through.
Gotcha.
Because if not, you have to give the nod to the guy you're paying more and is younger.
Gotcha. And lastly, what do you think about the organization doing what they do every fucking every 3-4 years or wherever the shit show may be, right? Where they always get a new GM and they always get a new head coach. They always clean house and they always go rookie head coach. They always go rookie.
They do.
And it's the same thing over and over and over.
Defensive too.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So what do you think? What do you think if you're a gambling man and you were to throw your whole thing, your whole 401k, your whole pension, the whole shebang? I mean, how's it looking, really? Like, are you guys betting on yourselves? Are we doing that, gentlemen?
Sheesh. I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't bet on this team, at least, I think, every year with this team, it's just like hope and pray. Hope and pray that decisions made this year are a lot better than the year before. I think the thing that hurt us with the last regime, I liked Saleh and JD. I didn't think they were a bad duo. I just think they started off with such a poor team, and then at the end they were just forcing this quality team.
Yeah,
there's definitely no accountability. But I think there's so many holes to start off with, and we literally had nobody. The only person, two guys, Quinnen and CJ, but they built that team from the ground up. So I got to give them that type of respect. It's just they didn't make one that was cohesive enough and showed up, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
I like what Johnny just said right there. You saw Johnny's tag. What did he say? Justin Fields about
he said, silence, mad people. Johnny's my boy, man. He's been on the Justin Fields train, just as much as the Field Truth is out there as well, and he's been saying this too. Like, we haven't had a quarterback like him before, and to answer your coach question, Aaron Glenn, I feel like him being a Jet and him having that I guess that personal vendetta for getting this team back. I feel that's going to be different from other coaches that we've had, right? Like, other coaches, they look at it as a job, no real ties to the Jets, right? But this is personal for him. For Glenn, it's personal, right? And I mean, it's easy to say this right now, but all I wanted from a head coach coming into this offseason was somebody that was going to be a leader, right? Somebody that players could look at and follow. And I think Aaron Glenn is that. So, every time I hear him talk in these interviews, I feel like I'm at a barbecue. I feel like somebody's kicking me knowledge, and I know the players gonna feel that too. So that's really all I wanted from our head coach. And if we get that, that's cool.
Oh yeah. With that being said, I'm not buying any more jerseys. I'm gonna make my own. I'm going Aaron Glenn, all black, 31. That's the one you got jersey for this upcoming season.
I respect it. Yeah, I don't get jerseys.
That's me. I'm out, guys. I appreciate you guys. Keep up the good work.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Saucy
Yeah.
Capone, man.
I love that guy.
Man. He be locked in. He be locked in from the West Coast. He be locked in with it. If anybody else wants to come on and talk, drop your takes, click that link in the comments. We'll get you up here and we can talk about whatever you want to talk about for a little bit. But yeah, man. Saucy has he has some good points. He has some good points.
Yeah.
Capone has some good points.
Yeah, and
I'm not buying any jersey either. I'm buying
I was just
a
about to say
jersey.
the same thing.
Yeah, I'm only buying a jersey once the player signs their second contract, because I got about 3 jerseys in my closet right now that I bought before they signed a second contract, and they're off the team going elsewhere. So
the last jersey I bought was Quinnen right after the extension. I was like, damn.
Me too. That's mine.
Yeah,
that was mine.
Yeah,
that was my only one.
And I was like, dang, honestly, I still love Quinnen. I like, it's one of those things where like sometimes you just love the player so much, like as a person. Do I wish he did a little more on the field? Yeah, I do see that he gets double teamed a lot. So it's one of those
hey,
take what you can take.
Abby's in the chat. She got an OG Garrett Wilson 1-7 jersey, right? So
yeah,
honestly, Abby, you're really good, right? Because that's gonna be like a kind of like a throwback, like a rookie year, rookie season. He had that crazy catch against the Bills in that jersey. So that's honestly a good jersey to kind of get early on, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know about future jerseys. Oh, people think it's Devontae. Yeah. Well, I get that. People are gonna think it's a Devontae jersey, but just be like, nah, it's Garrett. It's cool.
It's the OG Garrett.
Just correct them. Yeah,
especially it's gonna look a lot cooler like years down the line. Like once Garrett retired, especially if he retires a Jet and everything. I'm not gonna lie, that's gonna look super dope. And you get the OG.
That is
the OG.
You might as well get the 5. You might as well get the 5 too while you're at it. You might as well just collect Garrett Wilson jerseys. And yeah, T-Mac, McMillan,
who said that?
She did.
Oh,
I think unless we sign T-Mac, but us signing Lazard, I don't know. That kind of puts that kind of turns a page on that.
Damn.
Like as soon as you signed Lazard, it was more of a I got my blackout Zach Wilson. Damn.
Yeah, I was like, that's tough. That's tough. Damn. That's real tough. I knew not to get the quarterback jersey. I was like, man, the way the Jets draft quarterbacks, I can't do it to myself. I just can't.
See, I can't do it. And what's crazy is I have an Aaron Rodgers jersey in the back. For what?
I almost bought an Aaron Rodgers jersey. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know what's actually crazy about it? I had it in my cart. It was right before game 1. But I was like, you know what? Let me at least wait. This was game 1, his first ever game. That was that 9/11 game, first year he was here. I was like, let's just see how he does one game first. And I was like,
I would never buy a jersey after that.
Gosh, man, just the thought of it. Oh gosh.
Listen, if I bought a jersey and then that happened 4 plays into the game, I would never buy a jersey again in my life.
To be fair, that's not the worst jersey you could have in the past couple of years.
Yeah, I have a Mekhi Becton jersey in my closet.
That's not the worst one either. To me, the worst jersey you could have bought in the past couple of years is a Hassan Reddick jersey. If you bought that, I'm sorry for you, bro. I'm sorry. That was sad.
You might as well get some tape and put Fields right on the back of that.
Man. Man, that one would have to hurt. Especially if you got it in the off. Because remember they were selling it in the off season. You bought it. Like right when we traded for Redick. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for you.
OG Sanchez jersey. That's a good jersey to have.
That's a good jersey. It's some good memories and some bad memories.
And bad memories, but as Jets fans, we're gonna remember the good memories, right? We're gonna remember the 2 back-to-back AFC championships. I don't even recall anything that rhymes with Mutt Bumble. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Whenever people mention it, it's I don't even.
I remember the butt interception by Marcus May.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
butt fumble. See, we don't remember Sanchez for the butt fumble. All right, so I have yet to hear a legendary name out of y'all. Okay, all right. We have some legendary people that have played for the Jets.
Yeah, Darrell Revis, come on.
Yeah,
Bradshaw Ferguson, Nick Mangold. Come on now.
Man.
We ain't that damn bad.
We keep going. Antonio Cromartie. He
was gonna say Crow. Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
We can keep going.
Curtis Martin. Linebackers.
I have a Curtis Martin jersey. That's my
Curtis
favorite
Martin.
jersey.
I love Demario Davis. I hate it when we let him go.
Curtis Martin's a dog now.
Curtis Martin, he's on his own. He's in his own little thing.
Sanchez, Revis, and Wilson. That's a good trio of jerseys. That's a good trio.
That is a good trio. Wait,
my trio.
Wait. Hold on. Which Wilson? Oh, the Garrett jersey. That's Abby. Okay, the Garrett jersey.
No. We ain't getting those Zach.
Yeah, as I was saying, you had Sanchez, Revis, and Zach, and I'm like, that's a weird trio, man. That third one just throws it off.
I have Mike Carter, the running back, Mekhi Becton, Aaron Rodgers, Curtis Martin, Quinnen Williams.
Mike Carter, the running back. You can't just go past that one.
What's crazy is I got that jersey at MetLife. They didn't even have it. They didn't even have it hanging up. I had to get it made because
you got it personally made too. That's tough.
I was like, y'all don't have the Mike Carters on the hangers. Like, let me go to the computer.
You're like, who?
And like make one.
Nah, I love Mike. Honestly, I love Mike Carter. Like he was, I loved him as a dude. I loved him. It really sucked to see him not work out.
He was the perfect locker room guy.
Yeah, he had a great personality.
He did. Like
Mike White is a legend.
Man, shout out Mike Carter, man. Shout out Mike Carter. Shout out Mike White.
You know what? Shout out all the Mikes, man.
Shout out all the Mikes.
If your name is Mike, shout out, bro.
Man, shout out Michael Jackson.
Shout out Mike Vick, bro.
Shout out Mike Vick, bro. All the Mikes, man. Shout out Mike Will.
Wait, time out. We ain't shouting him out. We are not. No. Don't try to go past that one. We ain't shouting him out.
I wish it would have worked out. But shout out Mike Will, man.
Shout out Mike Carter 2. MC2, man.
Yeah. Shout out
MC2.
No, he's Michael. He's Michael.
Mike is short for Michael.
Cool.
What are you talking about? But Michael Vick.
Nobody calls him Mike. Oh, I mean, but everybody calls him Mike Vick. Everybody says Mike Vick. Nobody says Michael Vick.
It's the same thing.
No, that's Mike Vick. They don't even get the Mike. For real. It's really just Vick. But we can go ahead. Who's the Jets' biggest rival?
Mike Jones, Mike Tyson.
Me personally, it's the New England Patriots. I hate them. Ever since I was a little kid and they came out with the reports that they were cheating against us, doing the Spygate, copying our plays. Can't mess with y'all.
You know what? I'll say for the team, I agree with you. But my personal vendetta, vendetta is against the Dolphins. Oh my gosh, do I hate the Dolphins? Like I hate them with a burning passion. Like I don't wish any injuries on nobody. But man, I wake up every day and I smile whenever I see them lose. Oh man. I don't know what it is, but I hate the Dolphins. I hate their fans. I hate their organization. I hate their quarterback. I hate their wide receivers. I hate just looking at their logo. I hate the color orange. I don't, but
the Dolphins, honestly, the Dolphins, like as far as like people in our division, they're like at the bottom for me. Actually, the Bills are I like the Bills just because they were underdogs, and it's like showing us that it can be done, right? Like they were bad for a long time. They didn't go to the playoffs for 17 years.
Bills are
So
just
like
sad.
I look at them, yeah, like I look at them and I'm like, it can be done, but I really don't. I wouldn't want to be y'all because y'all have been consistently good and just consistently lose.
Yeah,
I guess
I kind of feel for them in a way how I always feel for the Cowboys, where it's just like, I don't know what's worse, never having a chance or always just getting so close but so far. Like so close but just so far. Like I just I don't know how to explain it. It's like I don't really have a place to talk, but it's like, dang, bro, y'all make the playoffs every year. Y'all tell me, like, the Cowboys, y'all make the playoffs every year, and y'all don't even win a playoff game. How's that possible? And y'all tell me y'all be the number one team in y'all division. How's that possible, bro? Like that shit. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, damn.
You Ninja, you see the link in the comments. You can dial in whenever you want to, but wins is a Jets rival is messed up, bro. If you're saying wins is a Jets rival, that's messed up. I ain't trying to hear that, man. I ain't trying to hear that. We ain't, honestly, if we really want to talk about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say Steelers are technically another one.
Yeah. Steelers technically y'all are
another Bills. Just to get so close but so far. Actually, you know what? The only reason I don't feel bad because they're not really close. It's like they get to the playoffs every year, but it's like you never really feel like they ever had a chance. It's like they just did enough just to get there, just to get blown out in the first round.
Every time they get to the playoffs, they're on a downward spiral.
Yeah,
by that
it's
point,
like you never really have faith that they're gonna win that game, anyways. It's just like they just did enough just to get there. And just have a bad enough pick to where nothing ever is going to change.
Hey, Britt. They show up, but they never play. Britt, and Britt has been to the Steelers games. She's been in attendance.
Yeah,
she sees it firsthand. Ninja can't say that.
Yeah,
can't say that. Britt actually
Britt speaking them facts, man.
Yeah, Ninja just watched on TV. Ninja TV watching, man.
Yeah.
Britt be actually at the games. She was at the Steelers game.
Yeah, firsthand with her own eyes.
Right? She feels the fandom when things go awry. Oh, she said stand up. I'm just saying, bro.
Stand up.
That's front. Front row. You was front row with it. Yeah, she was front row with it, bro. Like
I respect it.
Can't, like, you really have to respect it, because like she was really at them games, and like so for her to be on the Jets, ascension now, it really says something. It really says something. So I'll see this. Yeah. I'm just saying it really says something to for her to be at the games and for her to be talking like this.
I'm trying to go to the games with Britt. Britt seemed like she would have time.
Just tickets ain't expensive. They are actually.
They actually very, very much are. Don't let it fool you.
It's New York. It's New York. It's New York. Yeah, this ain't FedEx Field, bro. This ain't FedEx Field. This isn't Landover, Maryland. This is not Landover.
Especially you want like the 100 like club section seats. Ooh, you're gonna be paying a penny. At least a couple bands.
I used to be at the at FedEx Field just cause. Just because I could, just because I was bored, just because they were cheap. right?
Yeah.
But MetLife,
Yeah.
I had to, MetLife, they be taxing, bro. It's New York,
Yeah.
That's how it
Me
is.
might be cheap in the back, but and it depends on what your definition of cheap
Yeah.
is.
I mean, the last Jets game I saw in person, they actually beat the Commanders
That was that
Christmas
game,
Eve.
Greg.
Yep, Greg. It was
Yep.
the last second. They thought putting Jacoby Brissett in was gonna do something. They made it a interesting game, but honestly, if you want to thank anybody for Jane Daniels, you thank the Jets for that game, for beating y'all late in the season to give y'all number 2 pick for Jane Daniels.
Honestly, I think it was
If
a
you
win-win situation.
if you want to thank anybody for Jane Daniels, you thank the Jets.
Honestly, it was a win-win situation though. The Commanders got Jaden Daniels. We stopped the Patriots from getting Jaden Daniels. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Boom. I'll take that. I'll take that 100%. 10
Yeah.
out of 10. I'll take
Yeah.
that.
So I'm not gonna hold you. I'd have been if I had to come to that season and the Patriots had Jaden Daniels after what he did last year. If he was doing that Patriots last year, I'd have been sitting here like, man, I don't know what we're gonna do. It can't be two, bro.
Bro.
It can't be two in the same division, bro.
If Jaden was with the Patriots, that'd have been bad. I'd rather him be
right
where he's at now.
Yeah, right now we have a chance. Like right now, like I don't really, the Dolphins are a little bit all over the place right now because I don't even know if he's gonna be there next year. Ramsey is already on the trade market, so the Dolphins, you don't know where they're gonna be.
Ramsey's
really.
Ramsey's gone, and I'll never look at the Dolphins as a threat, even when they're trying to make a little run. They're always gonna choke. I never look at the Dolphins as somebody that I'm afraid of. Like even growing up, I know my dad is like he experienced the Dan Marino days, and he probably has a personal vendetta against the Dolphins as other older Jet fans. But
and
me personally, yeah. I mean, and you, but it's like me personally, I don't really care for the Dolphins because I know they're always gonna like wet the bed at some point. So
and the Pats are a wild card. I don't know. It all depends on what Drake May is.
Yeah, I mean Drake May. I really hope Justin Fields does what he does because he can win games, and it's really going to be about the coaching staff. And this is an interesting topic too, off topic, but Tyler Warren roomed with Olu for 3 years, got that chemistry there. Very true, Steven. Very true, Steven.
Just ask Olu what he feels about him.
Yeah.
I mean, like, honestly, that's the best way to try to scout somebody. Like, you just go to guys that know him closely, that work for your organization. Like, yo, what's the deal with your boy Warren, bro? What's the deal with him, man?
Exactly.
Is he who we think he really is, or is this just like a one of those flops? How is he working out? What was his schedule like?
But nobody's gonna like Olu isn't gonna say anything bad about him, right? He's not gonna be like, yeah, nah, he woke up late one day for practice. Like he's not gonna say that. But the fact that they were roommates for 3 years, and you can just look at Olu and his work ethic, and it's like, okay, if y'all were roommates, I know that y'all were close, y'all had the same mindset with like most things. So this is a good sign. And if y'all were to come here, it would literally be just like college again, right? And if you look at the way this team is kind of set up as far as offense, they're trying to build chemistry within the chemistry, right? They're trying to put young guys together that have either played together at some point or just have some type of commonality, right? Brees and Alan Lazard went to Iowa State. Joe Tippmann and Braylon Allen, they were Wisconsin Badgers. Literally, Braylon Allen running behind Tippmann. You look at Garrett Wilson, Jamie Rucker, Justin Fields. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like that's like I see the vision, right? And again, we haven't really taken this route before, so that's why I think it could work out. It could work out, in our favor. But we'll
It's a lot of Big
see what
Ten,
the
man.
It makes sense. It makes sense, Kyle. Stop doing this. Stop doing this. You know what I'm saying? Chemistry within the chemistry. Young guys, and then when you look at the young guys, they have played together. So it's deeper than surface level chemistry. As far as it's like, oh, you're young, I'm young, we young, let's go ball out. No, it's like you're young, I'm young. Hey, remember that time at Ohio State when boom boom boom? Like it's more to that, and I feel like Aaron Glenn, he knows this too. He knows how good it is or how beneficial it might be, for that. So yeah, what percentage did it just make the playoffs this season?
You gotta see the draft before I can. Yeah, I gotta see the draft first.
Yeah, nah. I ain't doing this. I ain't doing that. Hold on.
I gotta see him play. Actually, to be honest.
Matter of fact.
I'm not doing this.
I need one. I'm
not doing that, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not setting myself up, bro. I'm not setting it up. I'm not doing that. All right.
Yeah, if anything, I'd have to give it low just because, until the Jets kind of prove that they can be at that level, you're going to have to assume they won't be. Like, they can only disappoint you so many times. They can only disappoint you so many times. But like going back to the whole draft stuff, I'm going to stand by it. If Membu turns out to be a great player, kudos to him. I don't like the tape. I've been trying to like it, and I can't explain how bad I would love to have a right tackle, let alone at 7. Just to have a stud right tackle and throw him on his offensive line. But every time and I always tell people yo, did you watch the tape or did you watch the highlights? If any game you should watch that Bama game. It's just sometimes the dude is like a deer in headlights, and I'm just I can't take that guy at 7. At 15, I could justify it. That's like Broderick Jones, which Broderick Jones had less film, but to me, that's kind of how I see him. Someone you're gonna have to mold and he's gonna have to grow. There's just so many factors that go into it, though. What is the reason you're not at a certain level? Is it because obviously Membo doesn't have any physical issues, but he doesn't have anything holding him back from he bench pressed top of his percentile, super fast. He's got it all. There's just times where mentally he just didn't make the right. I don't know. It's like he didn't think about his blocks before he did it. And 9 times out of 10, that's a big thing I look for in an offensive lineman.
Yeah, and that's what I don't like. Right. I want somebody that we don't necessarily have to work out too many kinks. Right, coming out of the draft, I don't, because that's
especially at 7.
Especially at 7, draft picks that didn't work out in the first round. It was like a shot in the dark. We're gonna draft them, and if you mold them into this, or if you get them to change this up, I'm I don't want to go down that route. I want somebody that is them, and we ain't gotta change too much up. We just gotta ask you to go out there and do what you've been doing, and we did that with Zach Wilson. You saw how that worked out. It was other picks like that too, where it's we draft somebody and we're oh yeah, we'll if you work on him, he could be a stud. No, bro. Sauce opposite. Sauce, he was already a stud. Garrett already a stud. Jermaine was already a stud. Brees was already a stud. I don't want guys that you have to teach, especially drafting at 7. I want somebody we're gonna draft and we ain't gotta do too much. That's the type of person I want on the team. That's the type of person I want. So hold on, you're on mute.
Yeah, I just realized I was on mute. But you also look at the draft too. I just look at it as in if you were looking at a guy hey, I'm gonna have to take this guy and mold him. I know someone said it, but why don't you just take an Ozzy Trapillo? I think he also has a lot of traits you would love an offensive tackle. Like in my opinion, if your offensive line coach is that good to where you could just throw him a raw offensive tackle and he's gonna make him into a decent prospect, you don't need to go take a pick 7 on him. Now if you don't really trust your offensive line coach, but also if you don't trust your offensive line coach, I don't really think Membu's the guy anyways. So it's one of those things. That's just me personally. And I wish I could say I love the wide receivers too. Like I like T-Mac. I just don't love him. I don't know how to explain it. Like I like him. Like it's like think about this, right? It's like it's like you're dating a girl. You like her, but there's just something missing. Like you don't love her. Like you're not ready to really commit. You kind of just stay in that zone. Yeah, you just stay in that zone because you can't commit because she's not the one. You can't really put your finger on it. Like there's nothing wrong with her. It's just, it's not compatible.
Yeah, it's. I need some compatibility, all right, before I invest my future in you. I need to. We need to be on the same page with it, with a few things, So, but yeah, no, it's I definitely want to draft somebody. I mean, and Membu, he's interesting, right? Because
he's very interesting.
He you look at him, he's like, okay, he could be a good right tackle, great.
He could be a great right tackle, if he figures it all out.
Yeah. And I believe that as well. But it's it's still I still look at him and I think project. Right? I think, okay, if we draft him that high, he's definitely gonna start at right tackle. But with a Justin Fields, a Breece Hall, and 4 other, good to great linemen, do we need to spend number 7 on a tackle when we can? Again, this is a very deep offensive line draft class. I feel like in all of our mock drafts, we're taking O linemen in the middle rounds because it's so much talent. It's so much potential in these mid-round offensive linemen. So, I know a guy you like, Charles Grant, William and Mary. He looks like a stud. Yeah. Well, have you?
I know he's been. A lot of people are very high on him.
Yeah.
Personally,
Holland Pierce is somebody. I saw you like.
Yeah. I personally, I try to stay away from guys from smaller schools like William and Mary. It's nothing against him. He could be great. It's just I can't really analyze your film. I can't tell you how does that translate. I can't really tell you how that translates. It's like you're dominating because you're dominating lower talent. How are you? I always look at it as how are you when you're playing the best of the best? That's how I always look at a lot of these top prospects. There's a lot of guys that can dominate lower tier schools, but that doesn't mean you could dominate on the NFL level. It's a big difference. So I don't know. I'm gonna stay away from the Charles Grant one. But I watch. Tape's good.
He's got he's got the intangibles, but again, that's a project, right?
Yeah.
Holland Pierce. I know you. You just don't know. And then Holland Pierce, he's at Rutgers, right?
Yeah.
So, he's there. So I always like drafting kids that are either in the area already or from the area or because that hometown vibe, I don't know what it is, but it just it hits a little different. Hopefully Rutgers can show us a little something this year. So yeah. Carl asks us in the chat, how many years should Aaron Glenn get to turn things around, right?
I don't know why I still have this on.
I'm gonna let y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know this. If Aaron Glenn wins games, that man will be the coach for a long time. All he has to do is get one winning season in the next
2,
4 years, maybe
Two.
next 2-3 years. If he gets one winning season in the next 2 years, they might build that man a statue. The way it's looking. And I mean, y'all see the background here. He's a former Jet. Imagine just like people gonna be wearing his jerseys to the game. Like it's gonna be a sense of just enlightenment. If a former Jet comes back and he is winning, has a winning season for us. So yeah, I say if he gets a winning season in the next 2 years, he'll be here for a while.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. That's why I said 2 years. Like, it is as much as we could sit here and say, oh, we're gonna have all the patience in the world. The sad reality is, NFL is all about results. You can sit there and preach and do whatever you want. If it comes out the next 2 years and they're both losing seasons, if not, I don't think the goal will be to fire him. It depends on what type of losing season are we talking about. Are we talking about one win, or are we talking about 7 wins? Like, those are 2 completely different losing seasons. But I think he'll get at least to next year, the end of next year, and then I think if the next 2 years are both really bad losing seasons, whether he got a quarterback or not, I think he's sadly out the door.
Yeah, he has, and so 2 years is probably best because Justin Fields is on a 2-year deal, right?
Yeah.
So he probably has the Justin Fields contract to kind of prove to everybody that he can win, or maybe if that doesn't work out, then that's why I said 4, because Justin Fields 2 years. If that doesn't work out, he probably gets 2 more years to try to build it around a younger guy, maybe an Archie Manning.
Nope.
No,
Archie
Manning.
I think if this year doesn't go the way as planned, right, he will get the chance to go draft a quarterback next year, and that will determine, how much time he has at that point. Now, if he doesn't draft a quarterback next year, the countdown has already started.
Yeah.
So it all depends. Everything comes down to so many factors that go into this stuff. I think even if you're losing, people have to feel good about the future. I don't think you can have a program or a team where you're losing and things look grim, and you could just stick around and oh yeah, no, next year it's gonna change after 2 years of just getting destroyed if it's the same old. But like you said, I think even it doesn't even have to be a winning season. Even because what is it, 17 games now, so even an 8-9 season, that's better than anything we got from Salah at this point. So I think that would buy.
Oh yeah. And yeah, that's the big thing, right? Like when you compare it to other seasons, it's like you kind of gotta. It's not really a high threshold. It's not really like a high expectation level, right? Because when you look at Salah, it's like, okay, he should at least get a chance to get his own players.
For the most part, I'd agree.
Everyone is
but at the same time,
yeah,
you
whatever.
You got to prove that you can get your own players too. If he got Justin Fields. If Justin Fields craps the bed, how do I trust that you're going to go next year, draft a quarterback that is a good quarterback when you just showed that, you couldn't even get just a decent quarterback, or at least, get something out of a guy like Justin Fields. And I'm just saying typically how those conversations work. But, it's all subjective at this point because we don't know. It's way too early. We've never seen. Yeah, we don't know what Glenn is as a head coach at this point at all. We haven't seen a game, so it's really hard to say what it could or can't be.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I feel like because he played for us, he's gonna have a little more grace than former coaches who were just kind of guys we brought in, in the head coaching process. I think Aaron Glenn gets a little bit more grace this cycle compared to former coaches, just because fans are gonna be wearing his jersey. It's gonna be, it's gonna feel different, right? So,
but it has to be different. That's the thing. It has to be.
You're right.
Like you can't have everyone doing that, and you go and you get blown out game one, and then you go on to start the year like 0-5. That can't happen, because then everything feeds off of how people feel, and even just the players. Like 90% of this game is just how much the players believe they can win. Like last year, the issue was the team just stopped believing that they could win, and once you lose that belief, it's hard to get it back. It's very hard to get it back.
And people don't understand that. People don't understand it because after that London game, we were literally playing the next week for first place in the division, right? And you fire your leader right before all of that even happens, or not even before it happens. You fire your leader and head coach as he's walking in the building, getting ready to hold a meeting with the players. Owner is very incompetent. That was a bad move. As soon as that happened, I knew the season was over. As soon as we heard the players were shocked. The players were taken back by this. I was like, oh yeah, it's over. It's over. It's over.
Yeah, it was over. Sadly.
Yeah.
Like it's sad because it's like it's all those owner, because it's sad because you don't know what it would have been. Like I know everyone's like, oh, even with Salah, we might have won like 7-8 games at best, and it's like maybe, but we don't know now. That's the thing. Like Woody just kind of took that away from. I don't know what his thought process or plan was in that. Like it didn't make any sense.
It didn't make
why
no
Woody
sense.
doesn't need to be running a team.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It didn't make any sense at all. And like if he had even looked at the stat of teams that have fired their head coach mid-season,
yeah,
why do it? Every team that's fired their head coach mid-season has had a losing season. And we were only 2-3.
I'm sure someone probably showed him that after the firing. I was like, "Did you think this one through?" And he was like, "Oh, we'll be fine."
Oh, we'll be fine. We have, Aaron Rodgers is our quarterback. Yeah, right.
I love Jeff.
Yeah. Like, get out of here. Get out of here.
Yeah, poor
You
Jeff.
want to answer this one?
What Jets can I trust fantasy team this year? Trust is a very strong word. Like, man, that's a hard one. Man, I like on the team right now. Like the thing is, like especially when we're talking about a fantasy perspective, I'd say is it's one of those. Every Jet player is going to be a big wild card. Like all of them, just put an asterisk on. High ceiling, low floor. It's hard to know. Like we don't know I don't even know what type of offense we're running really.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways this can go. I think there's a few things you can trust that Justin's going to run the ball. That's going to help him get some points. I don't know if he'll be a top quarterback per se, but he was a top quarterback when he was with the Bears, and even for the little stint that he was with the Steelers from a pure fantasy perspective, because running the ball gives you more yards than passing yards. I do think he has that connection with Garrett. I think Garrett has probably the highest floor out of all of them. I think it all depends on what round you take him in. I wouldn't take him like first round, but you can sneak him in like third. I think that's good value because I think floor is high. And then Brees.
Yeah.
Oh, I think especially with that committee comment from Aaron Glenn, I wouldn't draft a running.
Yeah. Drafting a running back would be very tough. Just because we have Fields, and my answer to that question was gonna be Justin Fields. Because he's gonna have the ball in his hands every time, whether he's throwing it, handing it off, or running it himself. And yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be a good, you know, I think it's gonna be a good year for Justin, so yeah. Um Snow bunnies. Yeah, no, so we had a debate last week on who Garrett Wilson was dating. Everybody was saying Garrett Wilson isn't with Snow. He is. He is. She plays basketball at Texas too. She's nice. She a hooper. Right? She a hooper. So uh so yeah, Fields definitely already has that connection with G5, but like common denominator person I'm taking on my fantasy team, Justin Fields. He can be my QB2, QB1. If you want to wait to draft your quarterback, I definitely draft Justin Fields. Boy say he Molly on first take. That's crazy. Nah, bro. Garrett Wilson is young. Garrett Wilson like 23, bro. He's not old. His girl like 22, like you know what I'm saying, 21, 22. Think she was a red shirt at Texas. He good. He's good. Garrett's good, man.
I don't know what that
Garrett's
was.
good. But yeah,
I love how the first thing A minor.
Yeah, we was talking about Garrett Wilson's girl, but like Garrett is young too. Like his girl plays at Texas plays for Texas basketball.
How old is
I'm not sure how old is he? Like 20, 24. Yeah, 24. I'm not sure how old
is she?
Is.
If she's like 21, that's fair game.
That's fair. She probably is 21. If I had to guess. But I haven't seen her play.
Yeah, Garrett's 24. I say if she's for me personally, I'd say 21 plus. But 20 is fair. I think it's fair game.
Yeah, she ain't no minor. I know that. Like she
she's playing for Texas.
Yeah, ain't no way. And then she might be like one of them super seniors or something. You never know.
Yeah, can be literally 22, 23.
Hey Johnny, if you're up here, man, hop on the live if you can. Johnny boy.
The Jets be top 2 in the division. Top 2 and not number 2.
He always asking these hypotheticals like this. He knows.
And not
he always want me to answer some that's gonna come back to bite me. You know what I'm saying? Always wanted.
You could quote me.
Top 2 in the division. Top 2. We'll be number 2.
No, not number 2.
Answer.
Top 2, but not number 2.
We be number 2. Joey Bosa's in the division now.
I don't give a fuck about him. I don't care about no Joey Bosa.
Was Steven on you now. Steven on you now. Yeah, was still in the top 2? No. Ooh. Come on now.
Yeah, I'm not worried about him. Guess gonna be there. Von Miller 2.
Bills got some people over there now.
Bills, that's Von Miller 2.0. There's some teams that just don't learn their lesson. Like I saw, I saw someone put on Twitter today, and it was like, the Jets to make a move for Dallas Goedert. I'm like, do you guys not learn anything? You guys just keep choosing this problem. Like sometimes I feel like we choose it. Sometimes I feel like we choose it. Dallas Goedert. Like we really did not learn. We learned nothing from that Reddick situation. Nothing. Matter of fact, Goddard is a worse pickup than Reddick was. Goddard is 30 years old.
Goddard. Well, he would be a worse pickup, but I'm just
he's 30
staying
years
away from
old.
all. I'm just staying away from
Hold
all transactions with the Philadelphia
on.
Eagles because
He's
it's
30 years old and he's regressed every year for the past 4 years. I think like 4 years ago he had 800 yards and he had 700. I want to say he had like 100 and then 400 last year. That's
yeah.
literally like word for word. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Like, please, I'm begging you. I told y'all. Honestly, I couldn't predict the whole running thing. I said, it could happen. Now, anytime you take a guy in his 30s, you never know. But I warned the whole Dalvin Cook situation. I was like, beware, beware, beware. Nobody listened to me.
Yeah, I mean,
You can't really say
it's always yeah. I mean,
no.
like he be taking pride in beating the Browns. Like
You can't really.
what?
That's not right.
Didn't Jameis beat y'all in the snow? Didn't he beat y'all in the snow?
Jameis did beat them in the snow.
Jameis waxed y'all, bruh. He was
That was Jameis's one win.
he was doing snow angels on y'all, man.
That was his one win. His one win.
He was like what are you talking about? He had a he had a he had a crazy snow. He had an NFL Films moment snow game on y'all, boy.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's tough.
Yeah. Like no, bro.
That's tough. Yeah. Shout out Jameis though. I love him as a guy. Not as a player, but as a I like him as a dude, man.
Yeah, we need some Jameis clips up here to yes we do. Yes we do. We need
like him talking? Sure.
Yeah, of him talking. We need some like some little clips, like meme clips for us to drop up here of Jameis Winston. Oh look, yep. See, look, guess that was crazy. Guess we got that 30-yard gain in the game to keep him in the game. Come on, and y'all see, Steelers fans are always talking about we don't need Justin. Like he wasn't that. Like bro, like he would literally come in and be Superman for y'all for one play, and y'all take him out. That's crazy. Like I mean, I appreciate the chip y'all gave him because he with us now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with it too, man. I mean, hey, what do they say? One man's trash is another man's treasure.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
absolutely.
Goes. Yeah, we
I
got
don't
some.
remember though.
Yeah, I mean they're working with trash over there. And damn sure what it's definitely a little dumpster fire over there. They still trying to figure it out.
A lot of things going on over there.
It's a lot of things going on over there. They can't seem to figure it out as far as that quarterback situation. Let me drop this link for Ninja here. Let me see.
Oh, Ninja's joining?
He said send the link. Yeah. All right, now. I mean, yeah, he might join up here for a little bit.
Dog live. As soon as he get on, I'm like, everybody go.
Yeah.
Comments. Get in.
Well, look, yeah. I know, right? It's like I've been saying it the whole time. Come up here. We got probably like 15, 20 more minutes. I bet 15, 20 more minutes. We at what? An hour 38. That's a long stream, bro.
Yeah, it's a long stream. But you know what?
It's a long stream. We gonna yeah.
Everyone's sitting here talking about some. I mean, they're not, but I just assume they are. Like, damn, I can't wait till this draft. And, you're in that anxious state right now. I'm in that anxious state.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, me too. I'm ready. So,
bro.
Oh my God! See, he's gonna have this. He's gonna have this as his daggone title. All right, man. Come on, man. I don't know why he got the snow hat on, like he was at the snow game or something. All right, let's go ahead, Adam, man. Here you go.
See, I tried. Listen, my phone's on 8%, and I tried to listen through this damn nonsense. And yet here we are. We got Steve tripping. We got Brittany tripping. Carl talking a little sense. You know, this crowd of yours has antagonized me for the last time.
What,
I wanted
bro?
to wait. I wanted to wait till after the draft, but here we are. Here we are.
Did you go get all this stuff and put it on real quick?
Me say what?
I said, did you go get all this Steelers stuff and put it on real quick?
Man, I had to put it on real quick. You know what I'm saying? This one, you know what I mean? I had to put it on real quick because y'all tripping. Too much green going on. What's his name? What dude name with the green hat and all this lime green book bag? I ain't trying to see none of that.
Oh,
we ain't trying to see none of that.
Man,
ain't nobody trying to see none of that.
That's my dog.
Stay over there in the West Coast, all nice and sunny. Should have put something else on, man. Crazy. That's crazy.
Come on, man.
Y'all draft about to be ass. We about to beat y'all and
man,
play y'all.
We can't even see
know
you right now.
We
can't even see you. We can't even see you right now. Okay, there we go.
You know what it is? He's going in the darkness just with Aaron.
I went to the comments to make sure ain't nobody tripping. That's all that was.
You can't see the comments from in here now.
I don't know what. How you do that?
Oh no.
You don't see the comment button?
Well, he on his phone.
Yeah, I'm about to say I'm on the phone, bro.
Okay.
Oh, bingo! I see him now. You can see me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We good to go now.
Oh,
Britt said she got some better gear, man. See, that's the plug, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, listen. Oh my gosh. This is the material of gear I wear to grace the presence of Jets people. Okay.
Oh, wow.
You don't deserve the Palomalu and the bell and things like that. That don't happen.
Santa hat.
Ho ho ho. What you think? What the fuck you think? Hello? It's about to be Christmas. Don't even worry.
I can't.
Don't even worry.
He said
on there, but I ain't even, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever.
He said they getting Shador Sanders. He said they getting Shador for Christmas. That's crazy.
She said she got some better gear. She been to one little game on the 50-yard line, but she got some gear.
Bro, she got gear. Britt be at the games, bro. She been to more games. She been to way more games than I know you have.
There. She right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm way down here.
Where are you?
I'm way down here.
He in Virginia. Oh. Ain't that far.
I'm in the South. You know what I'm saying?
That's not the same.
Man, so who the Steelers drafting, man? Like, first of all, what's y'all pick?
Don't get me fucking started on this bullshit. Listen.
What is y'all pick?
For right now, our pick is the 21st pick.
Oh, that's bad.
That's terrible.
That's bad.
So what I'm hoping on is we can work something out with my dad team. You know, the Saints over there, because I heard they trying to double dabble in with the quarterback we supposed to be getting. Right?
Well, why would they make a deal with you?
Huh?
Why would they make a deal with y'all if they want Shador?
They can get a quarterback some other way. They need TJ more than Shador.
I don't think they need TJ.
They need TJ more than Shador. We're gonna send him right on down there. We're gonna have Steelers gonna be the culture of the NFL.
It's crazy how little loyalty you have to TJ.
It's not about loyalty. I have loyalty. We
haven't
been
really never just throwing him in the trade talk.
What did Brittany and Steve say earlier? Or whoever it was. What did they do? We just win just enough to get to the playoffs and what? TJ ain't enough, man. We need that quarterback. I know my team. I don't know why Brent is trying to act like I don't know my team. Like I don't call the draft every year. Y'all see? Don't worry about it. I just got off the phone with bro right there. You know what I'm saying? Before I call here.
With Mike Tomlin?
Yeah. What in the world? What? I was just talking to bro.
Oh my God.
Shador. Okay, listen. This all I'm trying to figure out. Shador get to the Steelers, then what? What conversations will we have then?
Shador's ass.
I bet.
Y'all better try to get Travis Hunter too, because that's the only way y'all gonna do a little something.
Travis Hunter. Nah, we got enough receivers. We don't need no. We do need a cornerback. That wouldn't be too bad, but nah.
You know what I was thinking about though? Shador would be a really good bench warmer. I don't know.
After behind Aaron Rodgers or Dak or somebody, right? Yeah.
Dak? How you gonna get Dak?
I already told you, man. Same thing. Same way the Saints. We can same thing with the Saints.
You need to just
TJ Watt for Shador and Dak?
No. Just Dak.
Oh, okay.
Just Dak.
So then what do you
matter of fact, send us Dak and Lamb, and we'll send them TJ. No picks involved. We good. They can have our pick in the 21, and then we good. Fair trade.
Oh, so then you don't. So if you get Dak, you don't want Shador.
No, we don't. We wouldn't need that.
Okay.
You really need
we get.
You
Dak,
really need to just accept the fact. You need to accept the fact that Aaron Rodgers will be your quarterback this upcoming season. He's just on vacation. He's just on vacation. He's on vacation right now.
Aaron Rodgers will be our quarterback. If we get Aaron Rodgers, we're in good shape. That's minimum AFC Championship game versus the Bills or something.
AFC Championship game versus
minimum.
Did the Chiefs die or something?
The Chiefs, man, we ain't worried about no Chiefs. They little legacy thing. That's over with. Y'all gotta wake up, man. Y'all have to wake up and smell the coffee. Okay, just wake up.
Don't you gotta get past the Ravens first?
The Ravens, we split with them. They just be getting lucky with the playoffs. They just be getting lucky. That's it. They get the better seed. Don't worry, we coming.
And then
we get A-Rod, it's gonna be a problem.
Bengals were a better team than y'all too as well. Bengals were a better team than y'all too last year.
We beat them like 45-30.
Which time?
The first time.
Oh, that don't count.
Oh, of course.
That was the beginning of the year.
Of course. Joe Burrow has a breakout game, throwing all these Jamar Chase 500-yard record, and they lost.
That was the beginning of the year.
I don't know. I don't know how that happened. I don't know. Maybe it's a coach of ours.
A whole different Bengals team.
Jets versus Steelers score predictions this year.
I've already said 35-14.
Jets, right?
It's disrespectful. Yeah, Jets.
Y'all don't even have enough weapons to accumulate.
Oh, just wait till we get Tyler Warren, bro.
Oh my God, y'all! Is this tight end? Please tell me it's not.
Yes.
Bro, y'all not tackling him.
He's not better than Muth. Nobody's gonna be screaming his name in the crowd, buddy. It's over. Y'all never gonna have it.
You talking about Fairmouth?
You know Muth. You know Move.
You know Move.
You know Move. Don't play.
How many?
Man, he is sorry.
How many yards did he have last year? Like
he's sorry. Y'all know why he had them yards last year. Man, my phone.
He's all right.
Let me put this on the charger because y'all about to have me on here for a minute.
I mean, he's okay.
He's okay. Firemouth is okay. Y'all would pay high dollars for Firemouth.
I wouldn't pay a dime.
I wouldn't.
So hold on. Y'all would rather this Warren kid over Firemouth, a proven beast?
Absolutely.
Are you serious?
Like, not even a question.
See. Your problem is you ain't watch Tyler Warren tape.
Yeah, you ain't watch the tape.
He ain't watch the tape.
And his college tape.
Matter of fact, I would pay Tyler Warren top tight end money before trading for Firemouth.
Listen, man. Listen. This is the fantasy la land I was talking about in the comments. Okay? And Alan, you know, I deal with this with Brent year after year. Okay? I thought you were one that, you know, saw the truth in the future. And it seems like you are headed down the drain with Brent. Okay? The comments is enough. I don't need to come in here with you two guys and hear the same things. Please.
I don't know, man. You lost. You said, what'd you say? Moot?
Oh my God! Now he'll know how to say it. Oh my God! Oh my God! Like you should remember from the game we played just last year. Was it? What? Is my memory like short or did we beat y'all last time?
I mean, he had what 650 yards last year. That's all right.
With the average quarterback, right?
I guess.
Muth is decent. Look at Chico. Oh my God!
He's all right. He like he's all right. Like, You know,
All
like
right.
he's like
What?
a Tyler Conklin.
Okay, listen. If
That's a good
if
comparison.
Kelsey is a 10, what is Warren?
I'd give him like because he hasn't played yet. I'd give him an 8.
Okay, and what is
I'd give
Moot?
Moot like a 5-6.
Okay.
5.
Okay.
Yeah, 6 on a good day.
Send me whatever plug
Yeah.
name that y'all getting these drugs from.
I'm just saying, like on a good, but like you gotta think, right?
See, that's what I'm saying. Like you have to watch Tyler Warren, bro. Like
I gotta watch
he's literally
Tyler Warren.
taking direct snaps, 50 yards,
Direct
rushing.
snaps. So he Taysom Hill out here. You trying to tell me?
Yeah,
Yes. He's Taysom
like, he's
Hill,
like
but an
Taysom
actual
Hill
tight
in
end.
Gronk's body.
Yes.
Taysom Hill and Gronk's body.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Yes.
y'all are so ham. Y'all couldn't even say Shannon.
And
Y'all couldn't say like. Go
and
ahead.
he's a lefty. And he's a lefty quarterback. He can pass. He was a quarterback in high school. That was his first position.
He's
telling
probably
you, bro.
not going to be better than Heath Miller, man. Like, and y'all are making it seem like
Okay.
this guy is like.
I'm not gonna lie, like, because you gotta think about it, right?
Heath Miller's crazy.
So think about this, right?
Carl knows what he's talking about.
Think about this, right? I understand he was in college, but he had double the amount of Moot's yards last year. Yard for yard, he doubled his production.
Wasn't he the star? Was he one of the star players?
He was
in the same state. In the same
Okay.
state too.
In the same state.
He's the star player.
Yeah.
The stats would have that's what he want the star player.
I mean, I don't even know like who else do you have on the Steelers? Pickens?
Oh my God.
They had Pickens, they had Najee Harris.
Pickens isn't a star.
Goodness.
Pickens isn't a star. That's why they got DK.
Yeah.
Pickens would be y'all number one receiver in New York.
No, he wouldn't.
He would be your number one.
Honestly,
he would make your boy what's the name go to the left? Wilson. Go over there. Hey, go over there.
He'd have to compete with Lazard.
This is disrespectful.
Compete with Lazard.
Honestly, that's what you should be worried about. If Rodgers goes there, now you got to worry about what happens when Lazard gets there.
Listen, man. We got DK, that's a 1A. We got Pickens, that's a 1B. And we're about to get Ohio State receiver. That's going to be 1C. We're going to be unstoppable. We're going to be unstoppable.
So you're saying, yeah.
We have options, Brent, is what I'm saying. Genty. What's the Ohio State wide receiver?
Genty's not falling 21. X him out. X him out. He's not falling that.
I'm not giving you Genty.
Do y'all really think are y'all 100% sure we're drafting at 21? Like I said,
I'm not 100% sure. I mean, anything can happen in a draft.
How far do you think we would? How far do you think we'll reach down?
I'm just saying, you're gonna trade up for Genty. You're gonna trade up for running back.
Listen, I'm just asking. How far do you think we will reach? Running back, quarterback, receiver. How far do you think we'd reach?
I think the only way you move up is for Shador.
What, as far as
in the draft?
Yeah,
I think like moving up from 21. I think the only shot you move up is
Brittany.
And that's a good question.
Brittany asks who's throwing. Yeah,
you got
who's throwing to Igbokwe?
Who's what?
Who's throwing to Igbokwe?
I thought you guys just told me I was getting Aaron Rodgers, man. Do we have Aaron Rodgers or not? Which one is it? Do we have Aaron Rodgers or not?
It depends on the day, to be honest, Aaron. Like
y'all
he might be
y'all
there.
Think Aaron Rodgers is gonna play worse with us than he did with you guys?
Aaron is his own type of dude, man. He goes by his own schedule.
Yeah, I know. He didn't even go to y'all.
He actually
did he? He gonna come to ours.
He actually did.
He gonna come.
He actually had a decent season with us.
Yeah,
but it just didn't translate to wins.
I saw his stats. Just trust me. I know. I look at everybody that may have a chance of playing with royalty. You understand? I monitor it all.
You
just
guys
like Brees Hall will be there.
Your name is literally the Steelers. Y'all just over here stealing stuff.
Yeah, Brees Hall will be there soon enough. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Okay. Brees Hall.
Okay. Don't worry.
Honestly, matter of fact, give us 21. You can have Brees.
What's our other pick?
So what's our other pick?
Yeah, what number y'all?
There's no other picks. 21 for Brees, straight up.
No. I'm saying, what pick do y'all already have in the draft?
You got 7.
7.
Absolutely not. I wouldn't even do that.
What? What are you talking about? So if we had a lower pick, you would do it?
No. What I'm saying is, y'all not about to have 7 and 21, and we get Brees. No chance.
See,
I wouldn't allow that.
So you would trade up for Genty, but you wouldn't trade 21 for Brees straight up?
Absolutely not. He has the culture of a Jet, and we don't really need that stench. We already got one coming. Okay, multiple not gonna work. I already know. We don't need that. We don't need that. Our players can go there. Like Holmes, and the great. Like,
do you have an O line?
Say what?
Do you have an O line?
Yeah, we got O line. Absolutely. We're drafted more O linemen.
Didn't you just lose your offensive tackle?
I wouldn't say lose. I would say kind of get rid of. Yeah. Yeah. Culture of the Jet, Carl. There's no way I would allow that in Pittsburgh. I mean, come on. It's no way.
Well, you're about to get the biggest Jet culture changer of all time on your team. So good luck with that.
Hey, look, man, and I don't even know why this group. If y'all know so much about football, you two knuckleheads and this chat, y'all should know we don't need a big name quarterback to win games. We won.
So you think Mason Rudolph is enough?
We won with Mason. We won with Wilson. We won with Fields. We won with Michael Vick. If you seem to have forgotten, and this is all after Big Ben. So if we even get a C+ quarterback, it's over, man. It's over.
How many games did y'all win with Mason?
What was our record? I don't know. I don't want to back out of this and be fucking.
I think it was
off the air. And be off the. I know he got smacked in the head with a helmet though. That was crazy.
Yeah,
that was too much money.
That was wild.
Matter of fact, he need his revenge game on the Browns after he just got that money too, Garrett. He need the revenge. I want him to play that game. Both of them.
That was crazy.
He probably will. He probably will be playing that game.
Nah, he ain't gonna be playing that game, bro. Bro. I know what you're trying to do, bro. Nah.
He probably will be playing that game.
Don't try to curse us because he cursed it off. Don't do it. Don't do it to me.
So how do you feel? How do you feel about playing either Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter twice a year?
I mean, listen, dude. We play Derrick Henry twice a year, Lamar twice a year, Chase twice a year, Burrow twice a year. It was gonna be Deshaun Watson, Garrett. The list goes on. Nick Chubb. We can do anything. The Jets don't have these problems. The Jets have little things to worry about. No more Tom. You just got to worry about Josh. Little Joshy. You can't even handle little Joshy over there. Okay.
But what if they have Abdul Carter and Myles Garrett? How do you block both of them?
What do you mean?
They're going to have Travis Hunter.
We pride ourselves in having good defense, good line. Now we're about to adjust to good offense, good line, which means we're about to beef up the line even more. We'll probably be picking 2 offensive linemen in the draft, probably 2nd and probably 4th round, if I had to guess. But that's just an expert knowing his team. Don't take my word for it. Don't take my word for it.
Man, that's crazy.
Brittany don't know what she be talking about. She just throw words in the chat and just make y'all think she know what's going on. She don't know what's going on.
No, she know. I mean, if anybody knows what's going on, she knows what's going on, bro.
Yeah. Brit's plugged
in. Hey, my dog Carl, he a Washington fan. He get on my nerve. He know what he talking about. Who else? Steve is like, he in the gray area where, like, I don't know if I can trust him right now. Steve, I get he got that Jets pride. It's kind of getting to him, but he seemed to know a little something. Johnny, he is just no hope. There's no hope for that guy. He's out of here. He's out of here.
You lucky. Bomber and infrared in here.
Yeah,
that's what. Look, I thought Brittany and Bomber was gonna be in here trying to tag team again. I need to get some of my guys in here because this is ridiculous. This is crazy. The way they were doing me last time, gonna try to jump me.
I was gonna say I ain't going on that one.
Oh, brother, here she go. What she done said? What she done said? Now?
Yeah.
She was Steelers for 19 years. Wow.
Dang.
How do you feel about that?
That's
Hey, that goes to show all I need to know. 2 words. 2 words. No honor. No honor. No honor.
In 19 years.
Did you quit on your team?
you need to learn.
Allen.
Well, she didn't quit. She didn't quit.
Allen.
She didn't
Did
quit.
you quit on your team?
Look, she didn't quit though. She did not quit.
She dipped, bro. She dipped. She out of there.
She dipped. It's a little different.
She dipped?
She dipped.
Yeah, she dipped.
She did.
Yeah.
Oh well, no. She said she quit.
She
quit that.
Never mind. She quit.
Quit. Yes. Quitter. Tells me everything I need to know. Like I said, no. Honor.
Question mark. She did not.
No,
quit.
ain't no question mark. Don't try to change it now. Don't try to change it now.
Question mark.
Quit.
Hold on. It was a question mark. She said quit, as in like she didn't quit.
Perfect example, Carl. Put that on the little blast word thing y'all got going on.
Yeah, see, she's questioning. It's
no,
different.
Ain't no question. Ain't no question.
No. Like it's like quitting and questioning. Those two different things.
Word blast.
They don't really work the same way.
Put your little word blast. Been suffering my whole life.
They don't really work the same way. She's
suffering my whole life.
More than
19 years, sweetheart.
You ain't never want to dip the toe. You ain't never want to just dip the big toe in the water just to see how it feels before you dive in.
She jumped all the way in, and somehow she likes the Jets. Talking about dipping a toe, she fell all the way in the mud.
You got a little toe in, little big toe.
How you still sitting and go to the Jet? Like what? I have never heard such diabolicalness in my life.
Look, man.
Hey, she turned over a new leaf.
She put in that time, like she did the time. She
understands it now. She understands it now.
It's not like she left on like y'all were down. Like y'all made the playoffs last year. Y'all are where y'all been for the past few years. So it's not like she just left.
What are you talking about?
Y'all did the same thing the past few years. Make the playoffs and lose. That's what y'all do.
And what do y'all do?
We just don't make the playoffs.
So
we just do the losing part.
I can say the same words.
We don't even make you feel like we might be there. We just from the jump, we ain't got it. It ain't gonna be us.
Ain't nowhere to go but up. Ain't nowhere to go but up, brother. We had the bottom. We have the depths of the depths.
Oh no, trust me. Y'all can go further down, buddy. Trust me. I've seen it.
Nah, trust me. We can't. We've seen hell.
No. These last couple of years, it ain't. That was the lowest of the low with Aaron Rodgers and all that.
As a coach.
Yeah, come on, man.
We've seen the depths of hell.
Look at what is happening. This is just blasphemy. I love football. Listen, Brittany, I believe.
Oh, Brittany, that's a good question.
I just don't know if it's honorable. You know what I'm saying? The breaking point? Oh, please.
No, it's a good question.
Okay, look here. This is where she can be saved here. If this is an honorable answer,
there's a lot of honorable.
There's no excuse for New York jet hopping. Okay, that's almost worse than buddy hopping. But we're gonna let that.
There's some good reasons actually. That's a fair point.
Choose to lose?
That's a fair point.
What do you mean choose to lose? Like they just went out there and was like,
to win.
We're gonna lose it.
You didn't choose to win.
What was the blatant action? Bro. Just tell me the blatant action. Give me one. Just one blatant action.
Losing at the end of the year.
No.
I want to know what beginning of the year and then not the end of the year.
Several occasions and choose to lose. I don't know.
Actually, wait, hold on. Just to be fully clear, she said blatantly choose to lose.
Yeah, blatantly choose. Please explain.
That's exactly what they did, is quote unquote.
I want to know the moment.
I think there were many moments.
Probably when they benched Justin Fields.
That was probably the first. That's probably the blatant one, if I had to quote.
Yeah. That just happened.
There we go. Yep. There we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, wait. Hold on. So we're saying you just left Pittsburgh Nation. Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not like years, like a 5-year ago thing.
She was there last year.
Yeah.
She was there.
Wow.
Yeah. I honestly, you know what?
Just dwindles.
It might have been my breaking point too.
The honor just dwindles and dwindles.
I'm just saying.
We have been in
so much a good point.
Worse situations than this. And you left for that to the Jets? Man.
Yeah, now she can be with a real quarterback.
Wow. With a real quarterback.
With a real team who believes in the young black man.
I don't even know what to say.
Oh, she called you a TV fanboy.
TV fanboy. My God.
It's some truth in there. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Him having TV fandom makes him a TV fanboy.
She said, y'all pre-hyped Russell Wilson.
She said, "You've never been to Pittsburgh. You don't even know what Pittsburgh's like." That's not my words.
Look how
she don't even. She don't even know you, and she acting like she know you because
she is man. You already told her ass.
She is from Pittsburgh. She does have a little, she has a little edge over you because she's from Pittsburgh, so she's been there.
It's no edge.
Like you might have Tom's number, but you're not you're not there.
Alice,
you don't see what
the more facts we find out with this young lady, the more the honor goes down. Okay. I thought this might have been.
I think it's a fair choice.
I think this was some years ago. Maybe the quarterbacks weren't her liking. She left. She said, "Fuck it. No. This was last year." Jump ship.
I can honestly say she didn't say this year.
She didn't say, I love football. I'm gonna just keep watching, but I don't have a team. She just went to a whole new team, and it was the Jets. Like, come on.
She followed the quarterback she fell in love with.
Come on, man. Is that what's going on? A Justin Fields love thing here? Is that what's happening?
I don't think I might have over-exaggerated. I don't know about love.
That's the only thing that makes sense. Like LeBron fans or something. She must be LeBron and
I'm not gonna lie. LeBron fans are hilarious.
She is a Fields fan.
She is a Fields fan.
I'm a fan. I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Big Ben era. Yeah, me too. I understand. Yeah, Big Ben era. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got past that. I understand. You made it.
Antonio Brown.
Made it through the Mason and the Vic and all that. You got the Justin Fields switch to Russell Wilson and leave. Like, what in the world? That just makes no sense.
Honestly,
and you're from Pittsburgh. Do you tell this story in the bar? Like, what do they say to you? Goodness.
How many? I was gonna say, do y'all really have bars like that in Pittsburgh? I know it's a little smaller, but I've been there once. What was it like? Man. Actually,
shit, that's more times than Kyle been there. Shoot.
Definitely more times than me. Hey,
Lakers in 5.
I guess if you're from Pittsburgh, you have the right to leave the team that you were born around. I don't have that luxury. I was in Virginia, so I got to pick across the nation.
No, you couldn't. So, technically, you're supposed to be a Commanders fan.
Nope. Dude, I didn't like their name.
Are you like north of Virginia or south Virginia?
South, as south as it can get.
All right, then you're supposed to be a Panthers fan.
No. Absolutely not.
As south as it can get.
Oh, brother, here we go.
Supposed to be a Panthers fan.
Let me exit out of this.
Oh, Britt's coming?
Yeah.
Tell him, Britt.
I'll give it to 10:45.
We do have a 4-1. Here we go.
Yeah.
Let me see if I see me. Because now you got me on here ugly and all.
Oh, wow.
You got me on here ugly and all. First of all, don't play with me. Don't play with me. This ain't nothing to do. This is not about Justin, sir.
Oh, okay.
I'm from the big. Oh,
they tried to make it seem like you had a love thing going on.
Don't cut me off. You got to talk. So anyway, like I said, I'm from the Big Ben era. I'm from the Willie Parkers and all of them. I'm not about to sit around and watch a team blatantly lose. I ain't go to one game, sweetheart. I'm at all of them. I drive the games. I was at that Baltimore game.
Okay.
The one where we showed up and sat down? That game. So you can't come for me on my decision to death.
So your decision was, it's a fact now that your decision was after we bench Fields, you was like, oh, hell
no. If I was that mad, I would have left before then. I would have left before then because I could have stopped. I could have stopped going to games. Like, I could have been was like, whatever, I'm done. I could have quit the whole thing.
So how did you get to the Jets?
How did I get to the Jets? I followed what I believed in.
Which was Justin Fields.
But
so it is a Justin Fields thing.
I'm a football fan. Like, first of all, I know the Rontez Miles and all of them. I grew up with them too. I went to Woodland Hills. So like,
Rontez,
I could jump from any team that I wanted to. When Najee left, I could have went to the Chargers. Like, I could have made the decision. I'm gonna need you to move. Sorry. I could have made that decision to go to any team that I wanted to, but I went where I believed. Like, if I want to see a team built from the ground up, I'm going to follow the person that I believe in. It's not about the Jets. If he went to the Chargers, if he went to wherever he went, I probably would have went where he went because I believe in his ability to do great. But at the end of the day, it's not about Justin. It's about where I want to see somebody do great at and win. My team decided to lose blatantly. Like the Steelers, I can show you my closet now. The drip is in there. I was all Steelered out. The money I put out, all Steelered out. But I'm not about to keep supporting a team that don't mind losing.
That's what I'm talking.
Oh, so you think you're on the lines of Mike Tomlin might need to go? Is that what I'm like?
No,
he didn't say that.
I was trying to see.
No.
She said she had faith, and that's where she went. So that means she had more faith in where she had more faith in what she went than she did in Mike Tomlin. Is what I'm hearing. Like that's what I guess that's what the case is.
With Mike Tomlin.
I mean, that's the long story short. You know what I'm saying?
Mike
like he went with Justin
made
Fields.
some real bad decisions, but he been making bad decisions, and I stayed. But
so it was basically the last straw for you, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Like, would you ever take her back? I'm not changing my mind. Like,
you're not gonna never leave the Jets and come back when we back popping, right? You're not gonna leave the Jets and come back to us when we pop.
Lost
right?
it, bro.
Sir, listen. Do you understand? Like I said, I'm a football fan. So if I want to go see Najee and them play, with LA, I'm gonna go to LA. If I want to go see a Commanders game, I know Khalik, I could go see a Commanders game. Like, I could move around.
Okay.
Like, but I made the decision to follow who I believed in as far as rebuilding their career and whatnot.
The player.
I think Justin's going to do a great job with the Jets. But don't get it twisted. Like, I've been, like I said, a Steeler fan for 19 years. Right before I graduated high school, I started watching football. I might not have started when I was in diapers and all. Y'all could kill, whatever. But
19 years is a pretty lengthy time. That's a whole retirement. You know what I'm saying? That's all right.
I mean, it is, but it's a long time to sit and watch a team lose and be like, cool, I get it. There's some restructuring that needs to happen. There's some stuff that needs to go on. Sir, y'all don't got a quarterback.
Yeah, it's true.
Like,
one
I
Super Bowl,
sat and watched Mason Rudolph get beat in the head with a helmet.
2 Super Bowls in 19 years. I'm sorry.
Watch Mason Rudolph get beat in the head with a helmet. Hey, I mean, listen to you. I appreciate.
Will you be happy again and come on back?
What?
If we get a quarterback, like a great quarterback,
she said she's not coming back.
Get a great quarterback.
Huh?
Y'all are gonna get a great quarterback.
Yeah, I'm saying once that happens, you stay with the Jets.
Who?
And man, she
at any moment.
She believes in Justin Fields. She believes in Justin Fields. So that's
and that's the great quarterback. That's the level of greatness that we need to have, or there's no chance.
She is where her
killed Ben Roethlisberger at the end of his career. Like, towards the end of his career, y'all hated Ben.
Yeah,
hated Ben. Do y'all not remember them days?
Listen. I am not one of them. I had to defend this man amongst the demons in my group chat. So I am not that person. I do know the time you're talking about.
So
though,
maybe
yes.
not you, but that's what
No,
I'm
I know the
saying.
time. I know the
You're
time.
targeting me all about my switch for believing in Justin, but you keep forgetting that Steeler Nation hated Ben and they're crying for him right now.
Yeah.
Oh, Ben, we need you back. Y'all got to remember, like, y'all don't have a quarterback right now. And it doesn't matter all the DKs and the GPs and all the other,
DKs and the
situations
GPs.
and whatnot.
But listen, you're
Like,
going to a team that hasn't had a quarterback since before Ben was even playing.
Hold on.
Yet I believe in the quarterback, and I believe in his ability. What'd you say? I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Before we sit here and start talking crap about the Jets, we don't blatantly choose to lose. We do it by accident. We don't purposely lose.
I forgot. Mike Tomlin goes out there and just says,
cursed.
"Hey guys, we
that
need
has
to lose
nothing
this
to do
one."
with any of this conversation.
Okay, so we're talking about Mike Tomlin, right?
I mean, as the coach, I would assume
what did
he's
he
the
say
one
he gets paid to do?
Yeah, gives the go to lose. I would think. I hope it ain't the players out there just
what
butt fumbling and
did he
things
say
like
he
that.
gets paid the big bucks to do?
Yeah, the big dollars.
Yeah, he get to do what?
To win games, get to the Super Bowl.
So what happened with Russell Wilson?
He didn't show up the last five games.
He didn't show up the last 5 games.
Didn't show up,
sir. That's why you should come to the games more. Because he didn't show up the games we won either, for real.
I told him to start Justin Fields when the playoffs start. He ain't listen to me.
He said he told him to start.
Are you sure you have his
number?
number?
He told him to start.
I'm starting to feel like you don't have his number.
Right.
He ain't listen.
Right.
I'm starting to feel like you don't have his number.
I was there.
What you want me to do?
I was there.
Listen, man. Listen. I wish you well with your new team and colors. I, for one, think Justin Fields will do quite well there. Do I think the Jets will be better than Pittsburgh? Absolutely not. In no way, shape, or form, defense, offense. I think y'all were 24th offense last year. I'm assuming it'll get.
That's last year. Stop bringing up old shit.
No. I'm about to get to the future. I think with Justin Fields now, y'all move up to about 18, 19 on offense, maybe.
Nah, that's crazy.
New weapons. You keep hollering about this tight end. I guess that'll add a little effect.
Not just a tight end. He's
Tyler Warren. Oh, excuse me, Tyler Warren. Yes, I think that'll add a little something. So, 18th ranked offense to our once we get the amazing quarterback, we'll probably be top 15 offense with our weaponry. Defense is always up to par.
Top 15.
We'll probably get some picks. We always do our thing in the draft. I'm not tripping.
You said defense is what?
What you mean?
You said defense is always up to par?
Yeah, we're pretty much always up to par.
But you're treating TJ Watt.
What is that? That and those two things have nothing to do with each other. I just want to say, what I'm saying is the TJ Watt thing with trading him. I'm saying we need to get away from the serious focus that we do so much on the defense and lack on the offense and switch it to completely start over and get a fresh new elite quarterback.
How do you do that?
To get rid of our elite guy on the back end on front of the defense.
What does the quarterback and the defense have to do with one another at this point?
It's a restart of the organizational, like I said, way of play. If you saw earlier in the chat, the way of play. Our offense needs to be the focus instead of defense, which is my problem with Mike Tomlin. Not fireable offense, but that's his one key thing. Like the Andy Reid's, the Jared Goff. Who's his coach over there in Detroit? What's his name? Him. Eagles. They're offensive minded. You know what I'm saying? They have a good defense. We need that in Pittsburgh. That's all I'm saying. That's the difference.
That's Carl.
That's the difference. But you left. You won't get to see the success. You flipped on us, so I don't even know if
I watch football, sweetheart. I'll get to see it all, and I'll get to come back to you and be like,
"You ain't gonna see it for real.
How y'all doing? What?
You're gonna be on the wrong channel all day. You're gonna be watching these
wrong channel. I got NFL Network, baby. I watch it all.
I'm gonna be on the Steelers and have Reds on another screen. You're just gonna be watching the Jets because you betray us all.
We appreciate you. Britt, we appreciate you, making the switch over to Jet Nation. We need people like you in our corner. We need people like you, what I'm saying, on like in our in our corner talking just like that. No. She sees the vision, you know what I'm saying? She understands good football and good culture. That's what I'm getting from this whole, conversation.
God,
she understands good culture. She knows she knows what's building
Good
over
culture.
here, right? And
Good
you know,
culture.
like we talk, over here too. So like
Listen,
she knows,
Brent,
like she sees it and she understands
just
it.
save it.
You know
So
what
Let's
I'm
not
saying?
talk her up, okay? She said she believed in Justin.
no,
She said she
no.
believed in
Stop.
Justin, buddy. She didn't say all this
No,
cultural crap.
no. That's what you heard. That's what you heard.
That was just
Like,
it. I was listening.
no, hold on. Time out.
She said she knows football.
I
do
know
hear that.
football. I understand football. I went with what I believed in. Do you know? First of all, do you know how many Steeler fans are, pissed that Justin is gone?
Yeah, I was one of them.
Yeah, continue to be one of them. Like,
no. Because I
continue to be one
believe
of them.
in our
There is
future
nothing.
with
So
honor.
you mean to tell me I'm supposed to sit here,
right,
and just be like, it's cool. We gonna be. We go. No.
You just said faith.
No.
You just said it. That's what I had for my team that I stuck with.
After 19 years I'm a football fan regardless, but a Pittsburgh Steeler fan living in Pittsburgh. And I just sat here and went through that whole, like you said, 2 Super Bowls. I went through all that.
Yeah.
And then I sit at these games every year. Front row, 50-yard line. Thanks, by the way. Anywho, not the point. But I sit there and I watch this marvelous team get all the way to the wild card, by the way, one and done.
Yes.
One and done.
It sounds to me like you've had a very privileged sports watching career, and I am jealous of this. And you decided
it's
to
not
say
about
hell
being
with
privileged.
it.
That was my dedication to my team.
No. What I'm saying is you had you had a privilege to watch the greatest team, and you were there sticking it out. And
what was so great? Can I
make a
ask you that?
Huh?
She wasn't watching.
What was so great?
Killer Bees was great, but like you say,
I'm talking about my decision of devout. Like, what was so great? What should have made me stay? Loyalty?
The same reason why you had the faith and belief in Justin Fields, I guess, to go to another team.
What, a quarterback?
You're supposed to.
The faith that I had in a quarterback that y'all don't got.
Yes, that we gave away.
A quarterback that the Steelers don't have. Like, at the end of the day, y'all don't have a quarterback. And I hate, excuse my language, I hate Mason Rudolph, by the way. I hate that dude.
You think he said the N-word?
What did he just say?
You think he said the N-word?
I think he did. I ain't gonna lie, but that's beyond the point.
I knew.
I think that helmet to the head was.
He has that face.
Yeah.
I knew.
Okay. That's not why I don't like him though.
I don't even listen.
Like, he's trash.
He's just not good.
He's not a number one quarterback, but he can definitely win.
Number 2 quarterback.
He can win us 6 games him alone.
If you're not a number 1 quarterback, what are you?
You back up, and you can decide. The coach decides whether you 2-3 or the damn kicker. So,
backup quarterback, trash, all the same.
Listen, we had Mason Rudolph. I'm pretty sure our record was better than the Jets. Do I need to look this up?
I mean, you can, but stop bringing up my past. What about right now?
You looking in the past,
y'all telling me about Mason Rudolph. I'm just bringing up the fact that y'all are trashing him, but he was better than you guys, and he will be again.
Bro.
That means he's capable of
a whole different
team.
Is
all I'm saying.
It's not even the same team, bro.
You're right. The team he's playing on now with us is even better. He has even more weapons.
Honestly, I just want to bring you back after the Steelers-Jets game at this point.
Oh, no. I'm coming back here after that draft, buddy. Don't you worry.
Oh, after the draft?
I will be there. After round 1.
You don't have a quarterback after that.
After round 1, book it. And then y'all can get all y'all jokes out. Y'all won. I will sit there and just, hey, I listen. There it is. Round 1, I'll be there.
All right. When is that? That's.
I think on the 24th? That's next Thursday.
Yeah.
Next Thursday. Yeah.
Dang, that's a day after the.
We're gonna. Yeah, it's gonna be after the pod, but you know, we might try to hop on maybe that weekend or not even that weekend, but definitely the following Wednesday to kind of recap everything for sure.
Yes, that's fine, and make sure everyone is there.
No, I mean, look, Britt's gonna be there. Britt's gonna be there for sure. All right,
Bomber, I want Bomber there. Johnny, I want everyone there
yeah,
to see
I'm not
my
gonna lie, it's gonna be
smiling,
very,
to see
very
my
serious.
smiling face.
It's gonna be
we'll make a
very,
PSA. We'll make a PSA.
Okay.
Make a PSA.
Okay.
But look, we're coming up on 2.5 hours. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate, you know what I'm saying, y'all coming up here. We definitely gotta run this back, especially throughout the off season. Britt, thank you. I know you won't think about coming up here, but you know, don't
That's what that black
let
and
Kyle,
gold
you know what I'm
do.
saying, you know.
That's yellow.
But
Oh Lord.
I knew, yeah, that is yellow. But Britt gonna stand on business every time. Britt
I
gonna
ain't think
stand on
about
business
him.
every time. Kyle, you know, yeah. I know Kyle for 20 plus years. This is how he is. But appreciate you coming on too, my boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I do what
We'll
I
be
can when I
talking.
can as I can.
Don't
be
worry, it's
talking.
always nice.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. I
But the
appreciate
draft is
y'all,
gonna be
man.
interesting. Though. I'm ready to see. Yeah, no, for sure, bro.
Yeah, Britt,
And
do better.
all right, Britt.
Peace.
All right, see y'all. All right. See,
That was definitely
that's
a different
that's
turn
some
than I
good
was
comment. That's some good.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
no, for
didn't really
sure.
expect today to be a Steelers versus Jets argument, but hey, here we are.
Hey, this that's what it turned into. But you know, we appreciate everybody that tuned in today, came on, said their takes. We're gonna pick it up next week right before the draft. And yeah, man. Any final words before we head off, Alan?
Nah, final mock draft, final draft thoughts day before the draft. It should be good next week. You know, we'll be back
Yes,
right
sir.
here.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. We're gonna see y'all. You know what I'm saying? Lock in with us next week. Yeah. Just Sit Podcast signing out. See y'all next week.